Alright, hello everybody. Hello, welcome, welcome, welcome. Just waiting for people to get back in. He did say shorter stream, but ... Hello everybody. Hello. Yeah, so as fun as the story as that is, I don't want someone's name out there to get hate and stuff. I definitely don't. And not perpetually on the internet forevermore, just for a little bit of a joke here. So thinking about that, I may as well just restart the stream. We didn't dismiss anyone. Hello to everyone on Wood Potatoes 2. Today we're doing a little bit more of Path of Fire Dawns, a sort of impromptu mini-series, I suppose, where we finish up Heart of Thorns and Season 3 stuff in order to sort of prepare for the new expansion. So that's what we're going to be doing. We've also got some cool other stuff going on. We were talking about Reshade a little bit a second ago. Here we go, we're in game in CM. We're talking about Reshade and all the cool submissions. Don't forget, guys, there's 1,200 gems to win for a Reshade competition to make different presets. And hopefully you guys want to participate in that. Maybe if there's a mod in chat, maybe we can show that off in chat and link it to people. But yeah, so we've got all of that going on. There's also going to be a poll here. So if anyone's in the Spud Club or is interested in getting to the new Spud Club that's for the new expansion, we're going to do a very quick poll here that will run throughout the duration of this stream on the name of the new guild. So, does anyone have any suggestions? I can't scroll up enough. Did anyone have any suggestions for the new guild name, just before we get in on the achievements and stuff? Did someone take a screenshot of his face cam? No? What face cam? This one? Oh, that's a good point, actually. I should change that. Potato camera, let's go. Let's do another fan cam from Gregulus Maximus, because I haven't done this for ages. Gregulus, there you go, Gregulus. We haven't seen yours for a goddamn long time. There you go, Gregulus. Spud of Fire, Big Dick Club. Pretty sure we'd get banned for having the BD Club. Pretty sure. This stream is already feels bad, man. The Spud Network. I hope I don't feel too discriminatory here, but I'm only going to add ones I really like. So let's see. Let me go to straw poll. I'm just going to add the ones that I like, which is the Spud Club 2. You see, it's like a pun. Then we're going to have the... Oh, hold on. And I want you guys to look at something good while we type onto the poll. This is what we did on the stream a second ago. Where's a pretty area? Where's a weird, pretty area with no fog? I actually think Lake Doric looks awful with no fog, by the way. Like, truly nasty. Let's go to Sirens Landing. I feel like because it's the newest map, a lot of people would appreciate it. Why would you have the ones you don't like? Well, because it's kind of a community. It's not just about me, you know. You might not expect me to heavily O-turret like that, but I'm going to. So you go. So we're gonna have something in the foreground here as we look up at the big tower, which is sort of slapped with Vaseline because of our depth of field effects. Boom, look at that. It's beautiful, isn't it? Truly, truly. I think it's gorgeous. I love this map. Did you manage to take part in the stress test? I did, yeah. Well, I'll talk about that in just a second. Let me just actually get on point here for the poll. So, then there was the Elonian Spud Club. I really like. I like the Vabian Spud Club. I like the Desert Spud Club. The Amnoon Spud Club. And all of those, generally. I don't think there's any other ones. Too much blur for you? Well, yeah, because at 90% of this image is long distance, so it's going to be a lot of blur. You can't look at one image like that and say that there's too much blur. It's weird that they put dandelions on this map. So what else is there? What are my sharpness filter settings? I don't know. I don't like too much sharpness, though. There's a lot of sharpness on that pillar there in the front, but it might just be that asset looks extra sharp. Oh, hell, you literally removed all the fog. It looks weird. Yeah, it's not all of it. Apparently, it's called atmospheric fog, right? So that's the correct term of what it is that I'm supposed to be. The Crystal Desert, the Spud of Fire, Spud Watch. The second Spud Club. The new Spud Club. Spud Buddies. It's 2:30 AM, but this is the first stream I've caught in a year. Hey, Malmouche, welcome, welcome. It's a bit of a weird stream for you to come to. We'll get to proper gameplay in just a second. Will the original Spud Club move the guild hall to a loner? I'm thinking no. Just because I want that extra incentive for people to actually get in the new one and spend when they're in the new one as well, right? Because it's not just going to magically happen just because we have high activity. We actually need to build it, so there would be that extra incentive, hopefully. Because, as well, the other thing you've got to consider is most people will already be in 5 guilds, and one of those will already have the Vabian one anyway. It just won't have that beautiful combination of all the decorations plus the thing. But when the new branch builds the hall fully, then the main branch can come over and get all the decorations too. So many cool names. The new Spud Order. Tato Godslayers, Purple Dragon Helpers. Good excuse to do some guild missions. Yeah. If only they... I hope they fix friggin... So I have a vested interest. I made a... I did something, guys, in the week. Now, I was about to say something, and this is truly... purely motivated because I think it would be good for the game, right? As it was when I did the Heart of Thorns review. I hope they fix the resonating slivers, resonating shards economy. I really do. I hope that they fix it. That said, I did invest into that market because it's so cheap and so easy, and it's basically no loss to me. What's it called? I've got a character. And it's just full. Here we go. Investment Mule. I made a character called Investment Mule here. So I actually now do have... So I probably can't anymore talk... I am being objective, I feel, but people will question my objectivity. I am now... I've got a double reason to hope that they improve these, because I filled up an inventory with these. This probably is not enough to make any kind of big bucks. But if these end up like Mystic Coins, could be good. So anyway, I invested in... They're like a couple of copper each. It's just such a stupid blasted economy. I just hope that one day they improve it. And if they do, and we go back to how it was at Heart of Thorns, then guild missions are really, really viable, worthwhile thing, fun thing to play in. Kids, please don't call any women that your investment mule in real life. Oh, God. Oh, my. In before second would crash. No, 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 no. You don't understand. Resonating slivers are truly blasted. Resonating slivers are, like... so bad. There are so many. But the thing is, coins were once upon a time a bit like this. Leather was once upon a time like this. Silk was once upon a time a bit like this before then bloating and then going back. So I don't know. We'll see what their new economist thinks, right? Whoever that guy or girl is. But I think it should be fixed. I purely, just genuinely from... would the game be better if this was worth something? I think the answer is yes. And I think, therefore, maybe it's a worthwhile investment. And I spent maybe 100 gold or whatever. Maybe it was a bit more than 100 gold. Not too crazy. Not like thousands like people did when they went into Mystic Coins and, you know, monopolized the market. And I'm such a coward, I'd probably cash out really quickly if it ever gets any kind of boost. This is the market manipulation here. I came on the stream to talk to you guys about it, so it will spike by a couple of copper. Then I'll sell it all and earn 33% of my profits. Yeah, like, so here, you know, Mystic Coins, it was that kind of that question, I guess, of is the game better with Mystic Coins having value? And the answer was yes. And I identified that in a video a long time ago, but I never made an investment on the back of it. So I kind of thought last week, or during this week, I can't remember when exactly, why not? So yeah, anyway, I need to be careful when I talk about stuff like that now, because there is an extra vested interest, and maybe I shouldn't have those conversations anymore. But yeah, so I now have 2 investments. One is in gold, and the other is in slivers. I've never, ever, ever made an investment that's paid off in Guild Wars 2, except a ghastly grinning shield, which I bought for like 40 gold and then sold for 400 or something years ago. John Smith is no longer the economist. Indeed, he is not. He left. And I also agree, you got a lot of undeserved hate. I absolutely agree. I mean, I think that the community, Guild Wars 2 community was at its grossest. One, continually so, when there's balance patches. I think people are utter dimwits. And second, whenever matters of economy come up. Like, people just, it completely eludes people that you're more likely to talk about the economy when it doesn't benefit you than when it does. Okay, there are a huge number of new players, returning players, and casual, fresh players that get massive profit and benefit off of Mystic Coins, and Mystic Coins are a huge boon to them. It's an incredible system from shifting wealth away from the established big accounts into the hands of new players, and systems like that need to exist. I think login rewards are a billion times better when each of those is actually worth something compared to when they were worth nothing. I think Mystic Coins having value is great. Maybe I would put the value of a Mystic Coin at about gold. I also like the flavor idea of each Mystic Coin is a gold. I like that. And that may seem fairly arbitrary, but I like that. I think that's good. And yeah, when they push closer to 2 gold, as they have in the past, I think, obviously there's problems. But 1 gold 30, this isn't actually anything to rage about for me. It's really not. And this isn't that I have loads of money in Guild Wars 2, because I really don't. I mean, sometimes it's looked like I've had a lot, but that's mostly guild stuff, or which goes straight into scribing, or it was the recent few months where we were doing the legendary giveaway. And yeah, I mean, I've got a lot of legendaries. I can't say that I don't have a lot of legendaries, but I've only ever made 1 post Heart of Thorns, which was Chuka and Chumpawat. So I've only gone for the full 250 sync ones. What do you think about the monthly 2,000 luck we get in the daily rewards? I think that, yes, it's pretty meaningless, but I don't think the problem is with login rewards. I think the problem is with the luck. That's all. I think that people misidentify. There was a thread about this where people were like, please get rid of this. I think that that's not the point. I think the point should be luck. Having a look at the cap being increased by another 100%, but almost impossible to get to the end of, for example. So I feel like I get something out of them, even if it is total placebo. And Magic Find has always been placebo. That's your problem, that Magic Find isn't fun. You know, it's kind of like 2 years ago saying, oh, Mystic Coins aren't worth anything, so get rid of them. When actually the answer can be to make Mystic Coins worth something. Same for the luck, you know. Hey WP, I saw in your POF reveal stream, the post show, that the original name for episode 6 was the Dire God, and they changed it to One Path Ends. Did they really? I don't know that. You saw in my reveal stream that the original episode name was Dire God. What, you saw that in chat, did you? Yeah, I don't like One Path Ends as a name. I'll be honest, I don't like it. It's a bit lame. I get the sync up with the expansion itself. And it let us guess the name of the expansion about, what, a week early. But 100% Magic Find says, well, you're not fun either. Sorry, 100% Magic Find. With the reshape thread on your Reddit, can we submit multiple presets? Yeah, Fricks, definitely. So what I want to do with the preset thing, guys, is I want to, host presets on woodenpotatoes.com. See, look at all these cool things we can do. But it's, yeah, I don't want to put too much on Welk. Poor Welk, he's in chat right now, and he's got all these things. He's got, like, voting on submissions for the regular competition. I've got this competition going on alongside it as well now. Ugh. Why do I put so much on my plate, and especially his? Anyway, we're going to, I want, on woodenpotatoes.com, a proper page specifically for Guild Wars 2 presets. I know that they've got that on Reshade or whatever, but I want a good place for us. And then what I want is to offer compilations, right? So I can offer you guys in a one-click download a selection of 10 different presets that are all the best for different things. So this is the best screenshot preset. It has really thick Vaseline that gets slapped on the screen with its depth blur. And it's amazing for screenshots. This is the best regular playing preset right here. Nothing is too overblown, and it generally works all over. This is the best comic book preset, and with this you'll be able to make fun little arty projects without having to worry. You know, like a mega pack, right, of like 10 to 15 presets, all that are perfect for Guild Wars 2. I'd love to do that, but for that I need you guys to give me lots of presets, and I can sort through them and figure out what's fun and what's not. And then another fun idea as well would be to offer a different style of mega pack, where that mega pack is, okay, switch this on when you're in the Shiver Peak, switch this one on when you're in Kryta, switch this one on when you're here and here and here. And it goes further than that, but that's on Grenville's side at that point. And the kind of development works that Grenville can do. Grenville's had a lot of feedback and a lot of stuff going on. He pushed 2 new versions of Guild Wars 2 Hook since the video I did. By the way, I just want to say, and this is one of the grossest things you'll see me do, but I guess I'll do it fairly shamelessly. A lot of people have just been like, oh, good job for finding it, Wooden Potatoes. And far be it from me to ever pitch my wagon to Grenville's programming efforts and Grenville's talent. And Grenville did all the hard draft and all the hard work. But it goes a bit further than me just finding it. You guys need to realize that about a year and a half ago, maybe 2 years ago, on Discord, we got together a bunch of like developers in the Guild Wars 2 scene, and we were working on this thing that Grenville was one of them that I pulled together. It was like a little mini project, brought all these people together, and I said, look, this is what we want for the this is what the community would best benefit for in terms of reshade development. We're going to call it Guild Wars 2 Go, the Guild Wars 2 graphical overhaul. You might, if you look at VODs from about a year ago or so, you might have heard me alluding to it. Grenville was one of those devs that we pulled together. The project never really went anywhere. I didn't have enough initiative to keep it going. The other guys didn't. We all had our own stuff, and it never really went anywhere. But then Grenville, the expansion announcement, Grenville kind of came back, and he started talking to me, in lieu of that project we'd done before, and said, hey, look, here's some of the stuff we were talking about, and he'd just gone off and he'd done a lot of it. So it wasn't so much I just found it. It sort of what the Guild Wars 2 graphical what Guild Wars 2 hook offers was kind of like we planned for that. We orchestrated that together. We figured out what we want in it together, and the upcoming stuff is sort of so from that sense, and that's why I say it's a bit gross. Basically, what I'm saying is I deserve more credit than having just found it, guys. Please. Grenville's obviously the talented one. Grenville's done all of the work, but that's why it exists. That's why it's there, and that's why Grenville didn't. Presumably, I mean, we never explicitly said it to one another. Grenville could have at any point in the past like month, when some of the stuff had gone in, he could have just made a Reddit thread about it and said, "There you go, that's it, guys." But he deliberately waited so that I could get a video out and push it in like the best way possible. It's because it's been a collaboration between us, essentially. A collaboration where I just talk and make requests and he does all the hard work. So don't ever think that I'm on some kind of pedestal there. But that's sort of the birth of that in Guild Wars 2 Hook. And he's welcome to do whatever he wants with it now, of course. He seems very busy. Now that it's gone like public, he's got a lot of different feedback from different people. He pushed 2 versions very quickly. One that allows you to affect the UI, and then one that fixes bugs that he'd introduced with it and stuff. And so he's off doing all of his wonderful stuff. And what can I say? I think we're so lucky to have people like that in the community. There's maybe 5 or 6 different people like that in the entire Guild Wars 2 scene. There's about 5 or 6 truly talented people, and quite often they get slighted and sort of pushed aside, and they don't get the feedback or the worth that they deserve. And I think that's a real shame. But I really would nail it down to just 5 or 6. A lot of other people make stuff and then just bugger off, and because they're sort of shunned out either by the developers themselves or the community. Like I remember someone made an amazing Machinima tool as well at one point, where you could literally, it was like you were playing Guild Wars 2, but you could hit a slider, and the slider would move the sun in the sky through the day-night cycle and stuff like that, right? And you could control the camera moved. I think Brazil did a video on Zera where he showed like cinematically off Zera and had like tweening for camera movements and stuff. It was amazing Machinima tool, and it got shut down by the devs straight away. But there's been lots of little things like that over the years. Yeah, that's an example of one that was shut down by the devs, yeah. Okay, I have a whisper. Okay, alright. That makes sense, B-Boy. I like that a lot. So let's just do one big good... B-Boy, why don't we announce it, and we'll have it run throughout the entire stream and end the stream with it. If that's the way we're doing it, I'd love that idea. I think that'd get people to stay, and also to tell their friends about it, and maybe get more viewership from it. Because we don't often... The first time Flaganti ever did one, we got a big viewership bump, and I want to, like, recapture that. I don't know how. I mean, this is an unadvertised stream today. But yeah, sorry, that's me having a conversation with someone. None of you guys know what I'm talking about. What are my hopes for Living World Season 4? I'm not sure, really. Istan, maybe? It's a shame you really want to use that Machinima tool. Well, I'm sure I shouldn't recommend it, but couldn't you just, in theory, get a dead account? You know, buy a fresh account that you don't care losing? Because you don't need a progression or anything. Couldn't you just get an account that you don't mind losing access to? Couldn't you then... log in from a non-standard IP for you from a different location, and then use the tool? And if you are caught and detected and banned at some point in a big ban wave, it doesn't matter because it was a burner account. You know, a bit like being a criminal with a burner phone. I mean, I'm sure some people would detest that I've even said that out loud as a prominent voice in the community, but I actually don't see any way that they could stop that. When you've got PvPers doing gross stuff and only getting banned on their main accounts and they don't even care about them on alt accounts, I think that the devs have set a certain precedent there in terms of security for the game, where many more people will be quite willing to be quite cavalier. And if that shit's going on, then, you know, it's not my job to pretend that it's not. Maybe it's not my job to encourage it, though. We're doing a lot of borderline risky stuff on today's stream, aren't we? Damn, WP the hacker man. Whoa. I just want to be clear, I've never done that, and I'm not responsible if you get into trouble for doing that. Ban evasion is supported. I mean, essentially that's what they've said with the PvP thing, isn't it? Essentially. Promote your affiliate link now, Kappa. I should do that more. I'm so bad at that. Alright, Jesus Christ, we're getting so distracted. This is a very chatty stream. Hold on, guys. Hold on. People here for quality gameplay. Quality Guardian bursty gameplay, and I'm just wandering around on my Ellie for no goddamn good reason. What happened with the PvP thing? Well, I'll let people in chat explain it to you guys if you like. My mum just texted me and said WP is a bad influence on us and I'm not allowed to see that boy anymore. Listen, I'll tell you, if it creates good machinima... Well, see, that's the problem though. When it's about machinima, like, machinima exists to be publicly pushed, and essentially the point is the second you push it publicly, that's when you get at risk. So what you'd kind of have to do is, if you're going to do like a machinima series, you'd have to film the whole series. This could actually make it quite top quality, because you'd have to properly arc it out narratively and stuff, and you'd have to figure out what you want to do and how long the episodes are, and you'd have to manage it properly, which a lot of people on the internet don't do. But so you'd have to film season 1 and then post it, and then just be prepared to get that account banned the second it gets posted. But it's okay because you've done the whole series already, right? Of your silly little videos or whatever you want to do for your machinima stuff, and then get your next burner, and you release in waves, right? Fuck machinimas. I don't play machinima. I play PvP and World vs. World. Cordis, I hope that was an ironic comment. AB meta in 15 minutes. Challenge has just started. Alright, well, let's go on our Guardian then. More Spud Club names, guys, quickly. Otherwise, it's mostly just going to be ones that I like the look of. Where's my DH? There he is. What the fuck is a machinima? Everybody's using the F-bomb a lot today. What's going on there, guys? Machinima is the idea of telling story or little movies or, you know, skits and sketches with video games as the visual medium rather than radio as your medium or video as your medium, right? Not video. You get what I mean, like live action, you know, cinema style stuff. God, I've described that so terribly. But you get what I mean? Like, instead of having an actor in a room that I tell to act in a certain way and I direct with a physical camera in the real world, I decide that I don't like the look of the sun. I decide that I don't like the idea of interacting socially with people. I decide that the comfort of my living room is far better than the comfort of anywhere else. And instead, if I want to make a dance video, I don't hire a professional dance artist. I just type /dance. And then I put it to some music, some splashy cuts and screen effects, and there you have a machinima, right? It's treating the visual space provided by gaming as a means to be artistic about storytelling and comedy and, you know, traditional video production and film production. I'm sure that's not the most concise way it could be described. Nice, Guardian, you love the colour scheme. Thank you! So many people in me. Do you know what? I've realised something. With my recent Fashion Wars 2 efforts, I've realised something. People either love me or they hate me. I've actually seen a lot of comments. There was probably my favourite comment on the entire Guild Wars 2 Hook video, right? And that's been a big video. My favourite comment on it was a guy saying, like a guy innocently saying on the subreddit, right? On Guild Wars 2 subreddit. Someone said, wow, look at that Revenant. That's really cool. What armor is that? And that was fun enough. That was gratifying enough, right? I'm not going to pretend I have no ego. I liked that comment. That was good. But then someone responded by saying, I know, right? I was really astonished by it. Astonished. Someone was astonished by my sense of Fashion Wars 2, guys. Oh, what a great little thing to hear. And when I saw that comment, right, it had 1 downvote. So he was on 0 points. So I was like, you get an upvote. And I quite rarely upvote or downvote people, but I upvoted that guy. It was good. But yeah, a lot of people are like, ooh, that's ugly. And other people are like, oh, that's really good. Same with my Swamp Monster here. Swamp Monster Guardian? Hell yes. Is it possible to love you and hate you at the same time, Kappa? I'm sure. At least you're creative, says Calamari. Listen, my early experiences in video games of playing like Fashion Wars 2 style stuff was, it was some WWE game from years ago on like the PS1 or the PS2 maybe, that my little brother owned, right? Because I was never really that into games like that. But on it, you could customize your wrestler. I'm sure you still can, right? And make them look however you like. But what you could do, I don't know if anyone's played this game. I don't even remember what it's called anymore, right? But what you could do is you could make them tall, small, fat, thin. You could really mess with their proportions. But you could also layer tattoos on them and like infinitely stack tattoos almost. So you could do this tattoo and then another tattoo and another. And you could essentially just make their skin, you could make them not look human anymore. And all I did in that game was try to make wrestlers that looked like monsters and like aliens and things. I tried to make them look like fantasy creatures, like skeletons and stuff. And it all came out awful. But I think that pretty much, even into my mid-20s here, that sums up my style of character customization. I just try and make something look like extraordinary. It doesn't have to look good, it just has to look extraordinary. That sort of sums it up for me, I think. You know, that's why I have like a pure white glowing Rev. That is nothing but pure whiteness using the... Oh, I didn't show you guys, did I? So here, I'll show you one of my other Rev setups. So that's the astonishing one you just saw there. Fantasy creatures like skeletons. Skeletons not real. Okay, moving animated living skeletons, yes. So here's the astonishing Fashion Wars 2 setup. And I do... this is probably one of my favourite looks I've ever done. Look how good that is. That's beautiful. Wow, we just had a donation. Hold on, I'll read that out in 1 second. That's very cool. So expensive. So pretty. Alright, anyway, so yeah, that's my Marganite look. But here's another example of what I do. I go astonishing, not good necessarily. Just striking, right? So this is my tank setup. This is what I flack on. Oh, I don't have the back piece, so I will just equip it for you all. This is what I do on there. So we just run around like this, right? I don't think I have post-process. Oh no, I do have post-processing on. This looks a lot crazier in certain places. Stop, I can only get so erect. But the funny thing is, right, you get people saying, well, I get, do you know what the main comment I get when I'm playing this character? It's Permafrost question mark? That's just what people always say to me, Permafrost question mark? And here's Aurora, right? Aurora works quite nicely here. So there you go, this is my tank Rev. Yeah? And it's the, I almost want the name to be Permafrost. And there you go. So anyway, that's a good example of sort of the style I go with. Anyway. It's nice that I found that over the most recent few months. That looks so good. Time for your free sub plug WP. Are you saying that ironically? I don't know. If people are getting mad at it, I don't want to do it. Anyway, yeah, somebody donated earlier. Thank you so... Oh, it's Joe Bum, dude. It's nice. Yo, best explanation NA/EU 14/10 would listen to Machinima WP vids. What? What does that mean? What is this Fashion Wars? Who are you and what have you done with WP? We could also do... It's been a very fashiony stream because we've also got like loads of... not sweet effects, reshade. Guild Wars 2 hook discussion. No cancer in Twitch chat? Yeah, that's usually how our chats are. I'm usually aggressive and mean enough to people who act like divs that people get scared to message, even when we get quite high viewership. Yeah, so thank you very much to Pollution15 who subbed. The Balloons. Iggy the Alien, thank you very much. Oh god, we just got annihilated there. So we are doing a giveaway, guys. So since a couple of people subbed there, let's do a giveaway here. B-Boy's got the details for you. So, hold on. Oh, sorry. So we've got a big event that North America's doing today. Starting at 5:30. That's EDT. EDT is a weird time zone, dude. Can we not just give all the time zones in UCT? I thought that we'd agreed on doing that. because UTC is server time, and, well, it just makes sense. So basically there's going to be a speed kill of the Shadow... Oh, really? Oh my god, that's hype! We're doing that now, are we? So there's going to be a speed kill of Shadow Behemoth, and a few rounds of hide and seek with lots of ectos we're giving away. So that's going to be happening. Sorry guys, this is not giveaway for you right now, but there will be one, I think, later. So yeah, Spud has like loads of events like that, and we're hoping to do lots. So if you like the sound of an event like that, please do get involved. You can click the link in Discord. WP's been overtaken by an ArenaNet employee, have I now? On your reshade video yesterday, did you forget to put links in the description? No, they're all there. Maybe the YouTube update is sort of throwing you off a little bit, but they are all there. They definitely are. Alright, Christ, the poll, for the love of God. The love of God. Any other Spud Club names? The other Spud Club. You like the new YouTube design? I kind of like it, but it's also a bit big, and it doesn't. The layout doesn't work quite well. The Spud Buds, Spud Apocalypse, the Spud Marshall Guild, Spuddle Cuddle Club Kappa, Spud Club Sanctuary, Spud Fries again, the Spuddies, the Dubs Club, the Spud Spears, the Spud Club, the Tater Troop. Oh yeah, the Sprout Club was one as well that Flaganti liked, and I'll do that. Peter Freeze is God. Why have we randomly got a message about Peter Freeze? Long time WP, you making a guild? Yeah, for the expansion, we're gonna have a new guild. The old one will continue to exist and will be like the just as much a center of activity and everything that it currently is. That's all fine. But we're also adding a new one where it's specifically all people who want to explore the desert together, and we're hoping to have it like really. It should be really, really good. I'm very, very excited to do it. This guy just came and punched me in the face while I was alt tabbed out, so we need to kill him. Oh my god! What the hell? Why have I been? What even killed me there? That tormentor from across the map. That's some crap. Path of Potatoes, the Spud Society, the Spine Choice Spuds, Path of Fries. You sound different. I noticed when I joined, but I got used to it. Anything changed? Yeah, I'm on a crappy headset microphone. It's not a crappy headset. It's a Sennheiser headset that they super lovingly sent a care package out to me, and I am fully bought. Let me just say, I am 100% fanboy Sennheiser fanboy right now, because they are the only company to have ever outreach to someone with an audience of my size or whatever in this way. So if anyone wants to buy my affections with other similar physical goods, you can send me a message on chat, and I am yours. Listen, guys, I'm at that sort of low level. I don't have any artistic integrity, alright? Alright, it's been 7 years. This is all I got. I'm gonna, you know, the gates to greed have opened, alright? I'm selling out big time. The Spud Buds might attract a toxic crowd. What happened to the Merciless Challenge? Just haven't done it for a while. There's just been a lot of other stuff going on. Maybe if we get a week or two before the expansion comes out after this series, Path of Fire Dawns, we might have a bit of space. I'm waiting for you to finish the Cantha story video. Left it very open. Yeah, when we go back to Cantha, that will start happening. Let the sellout flow through you. Hugs, Spuddies. Alright, look, I think all of the ones that I like are here. Alright. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 potential guild names here. Please do vote in that, guys, and tell me what you think the best one is for our new branch. Alright, there we go. I've just posted in chat as well. Alright, there you go. Where is Path of Fries? I don't like Path of Fries, so I never added it. It sounds like a funny, jokey, memey thing, but yeah. So it's a fight at the moment between the Sprout Club and the Spud Club 2, but we're just going to have that going on in the background, basically, guys. We're going to have that going on in the background throughout probably the whole weekend's worth of streams, and we'll just keep posting back to it, and we'll see how it looks. Alright, what is this, B-boy? Okay, he's... Okay, so yeah, welcome to the stream. This is actually... The stream is finally starting. We're getting some gameplay here. We're going to do Tahrir because we're going for achievements. So if you guys want to join on me, you're more than welcome to. I have no one in my squad, and hopefully this map will actually succeed. So if you guys want to play, please do feel free. Come along. And we can have some epic fun times. We're going to do this for one of our outstanding Heart of Thorns achievements. The last Heart of Thorns achievement this actually is. And then we're going to go do some Season 3 achievements before wrapping it up. And I'm going to go off and talk about mounts with you all. Which really I'm very late to be talking about. I should run the trait that makes Wings of Resolve a damaging attack. It evens out the rotation just a little bit more. So, by the way, our damage there compared to... Oh, no one's even fighting. Never mind. Never mind. I want it to feel good, but no one in my subgroup's even fighting. Alright, so we're in. So, yeah, just all you got to do to play with me, if you guys want to, is just type /join Lis. That's all you got to do. /join Lis. And we're going to watch this Vista as everybody flies off. Look at that. Beauty. Also demonstrates a little bit of the reshade stuff. See how there's a bit of depth flare right through the door there, and the depth flare just comes in on the background, but generally speaking, it's all in focus. This is the way I like to make it look, make it work. I think other, you know, more aggressive blur for screenshot sniping, you sort of have to set up your own preset for. Check my donations again, lol. Oh, Joe Bum, you didn't do another one, did you? Oh, you did. £2. Serious shit, though. Thanks for that video about the fantastic visual tool that guy made. It's top tier, and I'm heavy into using it now. Makes the game pop and just 1000% more visually appealing. Never would have known if you hadn't made that video. Thank you. Dude, that's so cool. I'm really glad. Thank you very, very much for the appreciation. And yeah, the truth is, a lot of what it accomplishes has already been possible in the past. But the timing of the video is really good at the moment because we're just moving into an expansion, so it will get absolute maximum visibility. And Grenville really did pile in on the initial release enough good things that it's a worthwhile thing to look at. Oh, we're already in burn and I missed the burn. So yeah, it's really quite good. You know, the best thing about it is the UI bypass thing, and it almost feels like it doesn't get enough credit because it's only mentioned right at the end of the video. But it is, it really is sort of the big highlight of it. I said in the video I've saved the best for last, and it might not feel like it's deserving of that because I didn't give it enough screen time, but it really is freaking fantastic. I've had a lot of stuff to do recently with Are My Videos Too Long? People keep coming up, but I think it's just because we've had a lot of long ones because of the Path of Fire Elite Specialization stuff, but then also we've had... I'm going to stay now for this burn. There we go. But we've also had a bit of videos like that always tend to get complaints. I'll get to the point because people just want a written text guide and they don't quite realize that YouTube is not the place for that. So you tend to get that quite a lot there as well. As long as I keep this retail on me, I'm happy. And now we reapply it with the symbol right when we go. We were proper out-pressured by that Dragon Hunter there. But I'm guessing what it is they weren't in combat as early as we were. If you open world can be deceptive, by the way, because what you can think that you're like so much better than everyone else, but the truth is that just other people have been in combat longer than you have. So they get lower, they get evened over a larger frame. How do you get all those awesome skins? Do you have to buy them with real money? Which awesome skins? No, so... The Focus, this branch that I'm holding, this is called Wisteria. This is just a regular skin in the game you can get for, Oh, he also might have been able to proc a trap. You get Wisteria from just like random exotics. Bulg is when you complete Heart of Thorns, you trigger a side story. Let's see here. Side stories. Knight of the Thorn. We still got to do these. This is one of these. Solana, I think. Iridia is this. So that's fine. The gloves are a super rare drop from a very difficult fight in Bloodtide Coast. Which is very prestige-y. The back piece is a part of Living World Season 3. It's a meta achievement there, and that's possible to get without Gem Store. The boots are a raiding reward. The legs are a reward from a Heart of Thorns map, Verdant Brink, I think anyway. The legs don't really matter. You can run whatever you want. And I think the only one that's Gem Store is the Lion Mask. Is that even Gem Store? I think the only thing you can't get is the helmet, which kind of makes the whole Swamp Monster outfit pop, but I think that's the only one you can't get. Generally speaking, it's a mix of all in-game achieved stuff, which I like because, you know... WP, the type of guy to brag about his DPS and Heart of Thorns events, Kappa. Was I bragging? Was that really what I was doing? It's just feeling superior, right? That's all it is. It's trying to feel superior. Someone said that to me on yesterday's stream. What was it? I was essentially making fun of something ludicrous people occasionally come out with. And there was a snarky comment. I did see it, if whoever that is still here. They were like, nice to see WP took the time to feel superior over blah blah blah. It's weird. It seems like if you stand in the wrong place, the Greatsword 2 doesn't quite pull off. So there we go. So we're done at East. We need to... Okay, so we need to move, but we don't want everyone to move with us, right? We want to kind of maintain some semblance of people in this location. So, I don't know, maybe we'll go to south or something? It looks like north actually needs most effort. I was trying to get that blind before that thing, but we had Aegis anyway. Life of a Guardian, baby. Oh, what? Our traps don't work on the breacher? I thought traps did work on breachers. Alright, never mind. Yesterday's stream, I mean Mondays. Yeah, one of the streams, one of the recent ones. Air of Superiority was WP's favourite Eye of the North skill. I do actually quite like that. Actually, I'll tell you the truth. Air of Superiority is an insane skill. So, if people that don't know, right, it's like a buff you could put on yourself, and it meant when an enemy died near you, you gained random effects. Those random effects were stuff like gain energy. One of them was recharge all of your cooldowns. The thing with Air of Superiority is, much like in many places in Guild Wars 1, there's no such thing as an internal cooldown on it. So if you killed a group of 50 mobs with AoEs, you would proc Air of Superiority 50 times, and the likelihood that one of those procs gave you energy or refreshed all of your skills was insanely high. And so in really good teams, Air of Superiority was insane, because you just charge around the map on full energy and with completely clean skill cooldowns over and over and over again, as long as you were just killing stuff quick enough. It was insane. It was like, there's an assassin elite in that game called Assassin's Promise. Being a Deadeye feels a lot like casting Assassin's Promise, right? It was an assassin skill in the first game that it was a hex you put on a foe, and if the foe died, it gave you energy and refreshed all your cooldowns, including Assassin's Promise itself. But you know, that you had to cast on each target, and it could be cleansed, the hex could be removed, it could run out if you didn't kill the thing in time. It was an elite skill. Air of Superiority was that wasn't elite and was available for every single goddamn class in the game instead of just assassins, without any attribute point investment. It was insane. Super strong ability, but I will openly admit that when I was a Guild Wars 1 player, during my heyday, I never realised how strong it was. I never really used it. So as strong as I now appreciate it is, and I've seen videos of it being really good, and I'll occasionally drop it on a bar, you'll notice I have Air of Superiority on the Mesmer comp I made for Guild Wars 1 about 6 months ago. Though I appreciate it, during my heyday I never really used Air of Superiority that much. I wasn't smart enough to know how good it actually was. So, yeah, that's sort of my thing. Can we target it, please? There we go. Do you know what I should run? I should run Feel My Wrath. Since traps don't do anything, and pumping quickness onto 5 targets around me is a really good idea. Alright, Whispers. Yeah, so we're going to do a giveaway! So, this is the only one of today's stream. We're going to run it long duration. I hope B-Boy's doing it that way. Let me check. Yeah, so it's a giveaway, guys. As long as you're on the stream and you're enjoying it and you're with me till we go off, you'll be in on the giveaway. So we're going to be giving away over 100 gold here, or about 100 gold. I think that's what that tilde means. We're giving away about 100 gold. We're giving away a glittering greatsword skin. So I'll just show this off to you guys. That's right. Just by being here on chat, you'll be in for a chance of winning this. Very cool. Yeah. So 98 gold, right? So this is the greatsword. It's very pretty. Oh, it's really quite crazy actually. It really like. This is a weird greatsword. Very ornate. Very interesting shape. So there you go. So you can either sell this for money or you can keep it and use it. Pretty interesting skin set. We're going to be giving this away to people who are on the stream. So what you guys will have to do to get in for a chance for this is just type a word in chat. That's all. And as long as you type that word just once, you'll be in. If you spam it, if you type it more than once, you get disqualified. So you only type it once, yeah? There's no need for any capital letters or anything like that, or punctuation. All you have to do to get in on this giveaway is glittering. G-L-I-T-T-E-R-I-N-G. That's it. Glittering. That's all you have to type. Glittering. And you'll be in for a chance to win it. Now, anybody who's subscribed to me will get 10 times higher luck as this goes on. So you've got 10 times the higher chance to win the Glittering Greatsword if you're subscribed on Twitch. So subscribing is like saying, hey, I like this content creator, I'm here a lot, and it gives you like little perks. So subscribing gives you emotes, subscribing gives you... I was popping my skill 5 as that landed there, I swear to God. It gives you emotes, it gives you a badge. The longer you're subscribed, you get like potatoes next to your name. If you notice in chat, some people have potatoes next to their name. That's because they're subscribed. And the longer you are, the better the potato is as it goes. There's all the fun little things like that. And it also supports me. It helps me live my life. It makes these streams worth doing. So yeah, if you want to get in on that, you can. You can actually subscribe completely for free too. So you can get your 10 times higher luck, you can get the badges, you can get all that stuff for free. If you have Amazon Prime. So if you have Amazon Prime, you know, where you get quick shipping and stuff. There's a button you can click on stream. It takes about 2 seconds, and you'll get all those benefits. You'll help me out. I'll feel happy. You'll feel happy. We'll be having a good time, and you get that 10 times higher luck. So there you go. That's the shield section of the stream. That's how that works. And you get your name on stream as well, and I'll read you out in gratitude. So Moramorph, thank you very much, Moramorph. Thank you, Panda7583. Thank you to Spring975. Cedricus, or Cedric XXXXX, the Madman, a few minutes ago. Thank you very much. Loki Business PR. Atomic Prime. Moromoth. Pikachu. Oh, those are just follows. So yeah, there's a difference. Following is like YouTube subscribing, where it just tells you when I go live and stuff, and you're welcome to do that if you want to know. I go live every day at... Oh, well, every day. Every weekend at Sunday to Monday at 5 PM my time. So I'll be here again tomorrow at the same time, and the day after at the same time. And subscribing just tells you when that happens, basically. Following just tells you when that happens. Subscribing is like the prime thing. There we go. So anyway, good luck, guys. It's a cool skin. I quite like that greatsword. There's probably a cool outfit to be made around it. Oh, did we just burn it and we weren't meant to? Rip. People were saying stop north. I was just playing so badly. South has plenty of tards as well. Panic. Here, let's throw up chat for you all. Oh dear. You only type the word once, that's all. Oh, tell everyone that if they type the word before, type it again. The bot wasn't up. Oh, we had rip giveaway. Giveaway issues. They always happen. They're to be expected, guys. Don't be too mean. Yeah, okay, so if you already entered, you gotta do it again. More chat spam. Sorry guys. If you entered before now, if you typed glittering before now type it once more and you'll be in. We triggered it a little bit quickly. There you go, we did it. No need to panic. I've had more than my fair share of fails of this, though, trying to get into last-minute maps. Good job, Spuds. Well done. No fog in Tahrir is like so love-hate. Like, look at how good this looks, honestly. But then also look at how bad it can look as well. Look at the waterfall all the way over there. Look, we get to see it. It's so cool. Really feels like a proper city. Man, I wish the devs would just like... I feel like my rig can handle it if they just, you know... Like, look at all the way over there. It looks so good. I feel like my rig can handle it. They just need to sort of... push it a bit harder. So I only have 4 keys on this character. My Rev has tons of keys. But I wonder whether I'd get back in to open the chest. Oh, the Tarnished Traitor. This fight's actually pretty fun. Oh, that dodge though. That was so good. We just have to watch for the ground targeted tails when they come up, which is quite rare. Quite difficult, sorry, to accomplish. There they are. Dodge. Oh, the big dodge. Yeah, baby. Let's get our scepter out. Oh, he's lasering me. That's so unfair. Look at how quickly we get defeated. Basically, what he does is he'll single out someone with low vitality who's doing a lot of damage, and he'll laser them. And because we were on 14k damage a second, which was double anyone else, he just lasered us and killed us. I hate that about this fight. I mean, it's smart. Oh, we got 7 keys from that. Do you really get 7 keys from killing that guy? Wow, I didn't realise. You'll get a Hero's Choice chest. Yeah, I already did it today, though, so I won't get the Hero's Choice chest. Hey, I just returned. Which class does most DPS, in my opinion? Depends on the setup. Depends on the scenario. Guardian is strongest in dungeons at the moment because it has this trait, right? Righteous Instincts, which is a flat 50% extra crit chance. Now, the way that the game works is when you're in, like, Ascalon Catacombs and stuff, you're low level, and Precision's, like, you've really got to stack a lot of Precision to get high crit chance. This guy just does that. Even without, you know, spotter and banners and stuff, you just get super high. So, it's very, very strong. If you can be immaculately carried by the rest of your team, you can get all your buffs from the rest of your team, and you're just purely in a selfish DPS slot. Condi Thief is insanely strong, and Condi Tempest... Condi Daredevil and Condi Tempest are both insanely strong. Very, very, very powerful classes. So they're super strong. Guardian's also very strong for burst, flat damage at the moment. Condi Warrior's very strong as well. You gotta understand, right? Like, Guild Wars 2 is not that bad for class balance, really. Like, the variance is not... And I'll actually tell you, if you're asking me that question, I don't mean to be judgmental. It's a little judgmental, I guess. Don't be too offended. But if you're asking me, hey, what does the most damage... What does the most DPS? I think you're a noob, right? And so, if a noob's asking me that, my actual answer is to play a Power Mesmer. A Power Phantasmal Mesmer. You can hit 30k damage. You can be like second best damage, top DPS in most realistic real scenarios. It's incredibly easy to play. It's huge damage. It's reasonable quality of life. It's too strong, to be honest. It shouldn't have any quality of life for what it is. For what it's worth, my philosophy is that easy builds that do a lot of damage can exist. They just shouldn't offer any quality of life for the rest of your team, and unfortunately the Power Mesmer does a bit of that. But yeah, I'll consistently, when I raid at the moment, I'll snag second best DPS, third best DPS on a Phantasmal Mesmer that basically just uses skill 2. Really, really, really strong, and that's the best build to run. So if you're asking me what does the most DPS, I would suggest you play that. But my viability, says B-Boy. What's the class that's most fun to play solo? Now that's an interesting question. And I guess it's a lot in the eye of the beholder, isn't it? I think a lot of people would say Engineer's pretty good as like a solo open worldy thing. It just feels like you've got a lot of freedom, lots of different things you could do. What is that sword? It's the King Toe sword from Super Adventure Box. We'll be moving on to an achievement very soon, guys. We'll be doing interesting stuff very soon. I think I've opened too many chests, haven't I? Am I out of keys now? Yeah, I am. Damn. By the way... speaking of Living World achievements, I did these. I did Cultural Attaché and stuff earlier. It's really, there's a lot more detail in this than I gave the devs credit for when this came out. I thought it was just a bit of stupid, dumb stuff to play with Aurene and whatever. But when you give her the toys, have you guys done this? Like, this shouldn't have been optional. This should have been a part of the core narrative. It really should have. Look how cool this is. So you give her the watch night, and you actually get a proper little watch night there. I didn't know about any of this. You can buy a char car from the petrol station area in the Black Citadel, and you give the car. You can give the Statue of Air. Rip. There's this little thing, this little model here of LA, of the old LA gates. And look how much detail there is. Look at that. It's incredible. You got this thing of the Grove. You got an undead Orient chicken. And I find it really funny that they included this, because I was actually criticizing Sirens Landing for not touching on this area of the lore well enough, with the fact that Dragon Corruption can be cleansed at the Altar of Glost, and none of the Sylvari seem to have a fucking clue about it. But the devs have been clearly thinking about it at least somewhat recently. So you got the chicken in there, and then the Zephyrite Sanctum model, which is also a really cool idea for something to give to Aurene, given her mother and the Zephyrites and stuff. I love this. This is so cool, and I didn't do any of this until literally, like, within 24 hours. I did it, fell asleep, and now I'm here, basically. But it was only a short rest. It wasn't a full thing. Yeah, those are the old gates in Lion's Arch. So it's great, isn't it? I really like it. There's a lot more quality in that than I thought there was, and it's easily missed, and I missed it. And I think that makes Crack in the Ice an even better release now as well, to me. Crack in the Ice was such a good release. I think Crack in the Ice and then Head of the Snake were the best releases for Season 3. I think that's where they really hit their height. And then, unfortunately, some of the sort of broader narrative hitches started showing up in Flashpoint and Sirens Landing, unfortunately. It's not to say that those releases didn't have good things in them, it's just we started seeing some oddities where they didn't plan things out well enough. So yeah, if you guys want, invite your friends to the stream, get them to type glittering. If they win, split the prize money. I get more views. It'll be great. Ultra Spud overlay not working. Actually, yeah, I did notice that. It's not, is it? It's not working, and I do apologise. The actual Ultra Spud right now is Joe Bum. And believe me, Joe Bum, I appreciate very much for that £2 and the fiver before that. But yeah, so we try and do a giveaway each time. We fund those through Ecto Lotteries, by the way. I'm not quite sure when the Ecto Lottery starts. Do you think Revs should have some special dialogue with Aurene in the future? What, because they're kind of channeling Glint? That's a fun idea. Man, LA used to be such a pirate city that when you used the gate from another city, you got pushed by someone, you fell in the sea. Alright, okay, so with that done, yeah, I was going to show you guys. Auric Basin, I've now done 76, so I need to do 24 more, and I've got 3 weeks to do it. 24 more, and then I get the Golden Child, and that is the last of Heart of Thorns finished. But, of course, attached to Heart of Thorns is Living World Season 3. So, we have Out of the Shadows. Now, I want to get a hidden achievement here today. I talked about this on a recent stream. I'll go over it again. So, in Guild Wars, for any new people out there who don't really understand, in Guild Wars 2, you have achievements, right? And as you collect achievements, you can get rewards from them, like special skins and mini pets and whatever, right? But also, every time you do an achievement, generally speaking, you get points, okay? Achievement points. And so mine are listed here, right? So every time I complete an achievement, I get some achievement points, and right now my account has 31,696. So one of the things of prestige in this game is to build as many of these as possible. There are official leaderboards on the website for the people with the highest. And you also get extra rewards. So every time I get to a new threshold, I get more rewards. So I've got 31,696. When I get to 32,000, I'll get this chest. And they'll give me some laurels, they'll give me some gold, they'll give me a permanent bump to the amount of experience I get on the account, and they'll give me a special weapon skin that's very rare called a pinnacle skin. And if I keep going, I get more stuff and more stuff. And you see here, I've got radiant legs I can get. And eventually you get back pieces and stuff. So that's achievements. That's the main stuff. However, what people might not realize is, so the way to get most enjoyment out of Guild Wars 2, let me just tell you right now, if you're going into Path of Fire, and anyone who already plays the game and understands the game, but is about to get their mum to play, or is about to get their nan to play, or their girlfriend, or their boyfriend, or whatever, keep this in mind, right? The way to get them to stick about in the game and get maximum enjoyment is get them invested in some of this stuff, because when you appreciate this stuff exists, it's a lot more fun. Like, each Living World patch, really, what you want to do is play the story and explore the map, yes, but you want to have some mind of the achievements, right? Try and finish the meta achievements. So, finish 23 of the Rising Flames achievements. Finish these out, because they take you to... You get so much more value out of the game. Like in Rising Flames, you'll end up exploring all these little areas looking for Massart tokens you didn't even know exist. In a Crack in the Ice, you'll end up going to that chamber I just did with all these little toys, and you'll explore the world and buy little things for your dragon pet, and you'll do stuff. You'll do tons more in the game that you didn't realise, right? And so, a lot of people learn that. And so here for Head of the Snake, I've got these achievements to do, and that's what's going to be the aim on this stream in a minute, right? But there's also, what a lot of people don't know, there are hidden achievements. See, in truth, there aren't just 3 more achievements for me to go for here. There's potentially a sneaky, hidden one. One like down here that we have no idea it exists or how to get it. And so those are very rare and weird to find, and they're sort of littered throughout the game. Now, we have all of the regular achievements and hidden ones on Heart of Thorns. We did that last weekend. However, there is one final hidden achievement for me to get, and it is in Out of the Shadows. This box here, this is a hidden achievement. And it's to kill a White Mantle Knight in Celebration. That's all I know about it. I know nothing else, but this is a hidden achievement. Defeat a White Mantle Knight in Celebration. So, I ask you, Twitch chat, does anyone know what the hell that is or how we get it? And that's going to be our first little adventure today. Well, second after we do AB. Defeat a White Mantle Knight in Celebration. So how do we do that? It's associated with Bloodstone Fen and the stuff that was there, so I'm going to go up. Oh my god, there's a quote from me on Nightbot, which is bollocks. Nothing but bollocks coming out of your mouth. That sounds awful. It can be done. I've done 43 metas in the last 13 days. 9 more and I'll be finished. Maestro, that's awesome, dude. God, people are still typing glittering. You only have to type it once, guys. I think it's when the White Mantle guys come storming in at the end of the final instance. I have it, but I don't have a clue what it is. Chronomancer friend spamming the sound effects of the stream up there. It's in the last story encounter, one of the White Mantle on the ring above you. Alright, so I guess I don't want to play this character then. Bloodstone Fen looks pretty good with the Depler, I think. This is in focus, that stuff's not. End the giveaway, Resident Sleeper, Resident Sleeper, Resident Sleeper. Can you disqualify Bobo is meh from the giveaway, B-Boy? Can you delete his ability to win the prize for being impatient and rude and childish? Can we do that? Can we make him culpable for his actions? I do enjoy enforcing stuff like that on people on the internet. There we go. He says what? Yeah, this ain't regular Twitch chat, bitch. Oh no, sorry, it is in the last instance. I was joking, B-Boy. He says done. Oh, get wrecked, son. I can't believe it. Alright, I'll go on to my... who's finished it that I actually don't hate the prospect of playing? Has my Rev done this? You basically run around when you're sparring with a White Mantle champ of the last champ who's looking at the audience trying to spot someone cheering. Marked ineligible. I didn't even know it was possible to mark them ineligible. So let me see. Out of the Shadows I have finished on my Rev. Cool, so we'll play Condi Rev. All that gear swapping we just did, we're going to do again now. And it's not a particularly fast-hitting build, but if it gets the chance to ramp, it can do some damage, and it's got a lot of quality of life. I like running around this build on my own. I really do. Being able to double proc the things is fun. Alright. Cool. If people want to play with me, you're more than welcome to. I cannot squad for this because it's only 5 players, not 50. You can't do 50-man story in Guild Wars 2. I know, it's a feature we all should have had a long time ago. What the hell, ArenaNet? Why don't I have 50-man personal story, ArenaNet? Come on. This is such a vital feature for the success of the game. I find it very amazing that your Condi Rev is Malik's. Why? It all fits. It's all perfect. His name is even based on this stuff. He has a Marganite name. I think it's great. It's the and I want to do a video on it at some point. So yeah, let's replay the last instance. I guess I'll start at Soulkeeper's Airship. So if you guys want to play, just type /join space LYS. That's all you have to do. And you'll be able to play with me in my party to come for the instance. Only 5 of you will be able to come. So yeah, you just type /join. Yeah, there you go. And we'll see who we get. You said earlier you wanted to talk about the stress test. Oh Oh yeah. So I haven't mentioned that. So during the week, utter failure of mine. I never even revealed. Basically, the devs within 24 hours announced the existence of a stress test and then did the stress test, which I think is a bit stupid of them, really, because surely you want as many people as possible to do a stress test, so you should have a longer roll into it. But unless maybe the idea was they specifically wanted to know within a 24-hour period or something. But they did a stress test that let us go back to the desert. There was no difference really in the content itself, except we could play the desert as the elite specializations this time. So you could be a Weaver in there, you could be a Deadeye, you could be this and that and the other thing. And so that was a little bit of interesting flavour. Unfortunately, I was making videos at the time, and I did get in, and I caught a little bit of footage. I was playing Renegade, because I wanted to see how it felt. Because to me, I've said it a couple of times, I think it feels very poorly tuned, and I want to, I want a real experience with it. So I was playing Renegade, but I only got as far as to claiming my mount in the initial story, and and then the demo ended. So yeah, I was editing. I was actually multitasking. I was both editing a video and also offhandedly watching a Fantaram stream. And I told him how to break out of the map and go fight the fire engine while he was on his Weaver. And that was most of my experience with the stress test. So sadly, not too much there. We're still waiting on this guy from Auric Basin. If he doesn't come in like 15 seconds, we'll load in. Good job posting the name change there, B-boy. You're doing good, man. That's good modding right there. Yeah, we've got a straw poll going, guys. If you want to vote on the name change for the guild, or the name for the new guild. Yes, and Tipsy Seraph just said Renegade felt a lot worse in PvE than I expected. I must be honest, it didn't feel too exciting. I must be honest, it wasn't redeemed by PvE. I was hoping it would be redeemed by PvE. Oh, okay, hold on, let me cancel that. Let this guy in. And it just wasn't. Let me guess, he's in Bloodstone Fen and he's an EU player. Oh no, we can right-click join. Alright, good. Oh, I really like the depth on this map. Okay. In we go. The Spud Club 2 is such a British pun. That's actually what it's already called. I already have that. If that wins the vote, then it's fine. I made that up. Oh, wait, did I make that up? Yeah, I did, didn't I? And I already have that. That's here. I made that a few days ago. And then I was like, oh, maybe I can vote for something else. So the Spud Club 2 is right there. And yeah, so secretly, just because it would be less effort, I like the idea of that one winning. So we're not going to have dialogue on so that I can have a dialogue with you guys instead of with Traherne and Kanak and stuff. Hope you guys aren't too mad at that. Mobs in PoF PvE move around a lot more, so they're constantly out of the effective range of spirits, making them kind of useless a lot of times. Yeah, and the sad thing is, it's the spirits are kind of counterintuitive, and I've never heard this discussion come up, and it just came to me as you left that comment there. But weirdly, like, Condi Rev, baseline, which, you know, even if you're a Renegade, you are still feeding off of the baseline of your class, right? And baseline, Condi Rev is all about Torment. It's all about Torment. And so the weird kind of unfortunate thing about all of this is the spirits kind of want your target to be very stationary and not moving much, while really Torment is the baseline of all of the rest of it. And I know that they add a lot of burning and bleeds and stuff and extra condis on Renegade, but I think that there's a bit of a thing with that. 40k? 40k what? How do you join the next Spud Club? Well, basically what we'll do is we'll open it up for players right at the release of the expansion. I would love to... I know loads of you guys are enthusiastic and you all want to join right now, but here's the thing. I don't trust any of you. I don't trust you that you... I mean, I have some trust, but generally speaking, there's a good chance you guys aren't that active players or you won't be around when the expansion comes out. So what I want is right on the doorstep of the expansion, that's when we're going to open it, so that we know for sure that those are people who will be there right when it comes out. Because what I want is that dream scenario of a 500 player capped guild that has, you know, and they're all like super active for like the first month at least of the expansion being out. That's the dream. Imagine how cool that'll be, guys. Imagine how cool. You know when you press M and you see all the guild members everywhere? Imagine how cool. Well, we don't, I think, because we're in an instance right now. So anyway, so I want to leave it like later so that I'm sure that the people who are there aren't just going to join and then be AFK for, you know, they log in 1 hour a week and they say that they play Guild Wars 2. No, no, no. I want people who actually play Guild Wars 2, you know? And I understand that very quickly then everyone will start leaving the game again, but if at least for the first week or so, it's all good. Oh my god, Armis went off there. This game is weird with, God, such brute force. All I have to do is dodge through these, and I'm just like face rolling it. It's amazing. Are we able to apply to the main guild as well? If so, how? Yes, you are. The main guild will run as it always does and did. It's just there's, and if you're in the main guild, you can be in both as well. I'm not going to stop people from being both as long as you're active. But really the love for this is supposed to be. I don't remember that bit. I don't remember having to run around the thing. That's curious. Yeah, the point is supposed to be the love for building up the Vabian Hall. That's what it is. I'm out of the loop. Can you please explain? Well, there you go. That's it. What about the first guild? Are we getting kicked again? No, 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 no. There could be some rule changes on the main guild. I don't know exactly. Sorry about not using the special action key and stuff, guys. I'm looking at chat more than anything else. I'm just sort of getting carried by the party on this one. Don't we have to break a break bar or something? I just dropped the taunt there. How do we do damage to this guy? Do we throw the fragments at him now or something? Oh, he's taking damage now. Has he scaled because we've got 5 people? Or are we just not doing the mechanic correctly? I do love, one thing about Condi Rev, by the way, that I do love is in certain encounters where there's lots of phasing, like Arc, it's really fun at Arc, where you can build 100% energy and actually spam, like, Unyielding Anguish. There needs to be more of that on Rev. You special action and then you're supposed to cross him into the stream. Oh, yeah, that's how it works. That's how it works. Are we going to the new hall with the main guild? Once the new guild has built it, the main one will move over, yes, and we'll get the full decoration access as well. For added incentive. Oh, that's what I want to do. I have to have an express conversation with the Games Masters about it. Hopefully they see the virtue behind that idea. Unless they see something about it that I don't, I think that's what I'd like to do. You're looking forward to running around with it at launch? Pun Oko. What does that emote mean? I've never seen that. Deviant Chuck, so what exactly is it going to be? It's just going to be a huge... You guys got no idea. We're so chock-a-block. So many people want to be a part of Spud right now. So it gives a place for those people. But also, it's all about building up the new hall and just generally being desert explorers together. Spud Club, the main branch of Spud Club right now has got a lot of inactive or old people, but they're like Patreon supporters that I love dearly and would, you know, be very reticent to kick and so on. And I very much appreciate wanting to be in Spud, and I love that they're there and so forth. But it's not as active as, like, I know... And it's not that the main Spud Club's bad, either. It's just that I know that the new one, specifically for the expansion right when it comes out, just by virtue of the timing of the expansion itself, I know that that would just be such, like, a hype, an extraordinary thing to see and have fun with. So here we need to special action and then cross the beams, right? Like so. Do we even get to do damage here? Oh. Can we break the bar? Can we do that? Or we have to do it ourselves? So, come on in. I'm surprised that didn't work instantly. So now we can burn, can we? Like, look at the torment we stacked there, right? 38 torment. It's a lot of torment. And he moved as well. Like, just because we got to spike, triple spike unyielding anguish. Do you think POF will have a story about Zomoros? I hope so. I think they absolutely should. I think that'll be a worthwhile place for the story to go. Hello, Nike. Welcome, welcome. Sorry, just drinking lemonade there, guys. Man, it's just... The thing is, in all these formats, Condi builds are just not fun in these formats. Like, I'm doing as best I can, but we're, like, second worst. The only person doing lower damage than us is the Chrono. It's just you spike so much harder and faster with flat damage. There's just no need for it. It's funny, because I spend a lot of time accusing the balance of this game for not having enough ramp in it. But the truth is, for a lot of situations like this, Condi is just... You know, like, people are so angry about Condi when Condi comes more meta and the majority of builds might be Condi builds. And it's just so weird because, like, if you don't take such a narrow perspective of Guild Wars 2 as if raiding is all there is, every bit of open world content they do, all the dungeons, pretty much, tons of the fractal stuff, like, Condi builds are a lot slower. They just are, and they're just generally not as effective. So maybe it's okay if the majority of raid builds for some of the time are Condi ones. I at least am more forgiving of that because it feels like, you know, that's a place where they can truly shine just because the format calls for it more. I thought that Torment got changed that it still affects stationary targets. Yeah, it's not about Torment. It's not about that. It's about the fact that, I mean, to a small degree, it's about that. But it's that, you know, if I load 40 Torment on someone, it's going to take the duration of that Torment for the damage to manifest. So it's going to take at least 11 seconds for my cast of Unyielding Anguish here to represent itself. And then not to mention Abyssal Chill, you know, it's at least 11 seconds. In those 11 seconds, my power-based friends can blast out a lot more damage very quickly. Now, over a really long time, I will start averaging out and ramping up much higher compared to them. Like, they'll have a big initial burst and drop down, and I'll slowly rise. And I think that is fundamentally the cool thing about the difference between Condi builds and power builds. But yeah, it means that generally Condi, as fun as it is, if you're talking about competing with your friends, which really you don't have to in these formats anyway, and maybe that's the crux of the matter, it's just not as worthwhile. If I was on a Guardian, it would, you know, we'd be blowing through it that much quicker. Isn't Condi easier to get rid of too? Yeah, well, so that's more of a PvP formatted thing, right? Imagine that damage floaters were hidden or Condi ticks and power ticks loaded the same. What would be the actual difference between Condi and power? The gameplay difference would be nothing. It's still pressing buttons. For some reason, people are obsessed with the graphic of the tick as if it means anything. Yeah, like, no, I understand people. You're being a bit dismissive of those opinions there because when you boil it down. But I do think at some point, if you strip anything to its fundamental, all discussion looks arbitrary. And I do kind of understand that, you know, some people like the flavour of being a dot over time build instead. And it becomes more arbitrary when you put it through the lens of a raid as well, right? Because we're all just caring about DPS, right? So in a way, it feels like everyone's kind of like dotty in a weird way. I get what you mean, but I also think that you can't strip the argument that low sometimes because there is some... Wait, what am I supposed to do here? We're just supposed to go in, right? Foot key. Thank you. Sorry. All right, what do we do? Okay, hold on. That face when WP mocks your DPS. That's all right, man. You're on a mesmer. Use your foot key, they said. Well, where's the celebrating dude? Is he up there? Is that him? Can I blink up with the 4? That would be so hype. No, I can't. Oh, God. I don't think anyone knows how we do it. I think we may have missed it. We have to redo it. There's no pathway up either, is there? I'm getting too distracted. Is it here at the end? It's while you are fighting. Get a ranged weapon. Shit. Yeah, because I'm running Mace Axe hype right now. I'll run a left paw hammer. You haven't missed it. Get a ranged weapon. They start to cheer. Who do I kill? Any of them. Can I just drop the big knockdown on one of them or something? A few of them start to cheer. Trying to watch them really closely. How long is the cheering animation? I'll let everybody else kill the mob. Someone uses the cheer emote, any of them. These ones are shooting in. None of these are cheering. This one's a knight. It is a knight, I think it says. The hidden achievement is for a knight to do it. Friggin' culling settings. Oh, they respawn as well, it looks like. It looks like some of them are respawning. Oh, there you go. Take it down a notch. Shit, we got it. Right while I was in the middle of trying to sort out culling, for NPC culling, we got it, apparently. I'm not quite sure how that was. But we did. So there you go. And we get a blood ruby. Oh, this will be enjoyable. Let's do this.
And we are its rightful heirs.
You are a heretic, Cordicus, and you shall lead no white mantle, for I am their god.
What? It can't be.
sought. Many years ago, you knew me as Lazarus the Dire.
No way!
I have returned from the brink of existence.
No! You are a false god! The white mantle is mine! Don't listen to him!
Empty words, formed by the forked tongue of a snake. The human seat of power and its current monarch are inconsequential. We are destined to face more virtuous pursuits. My true believers, you're welcome to seek shelter in my light. To those who doubt, you're welcome to burn.
Oh, the references, guys. The references. Look, he said burn. He called himself a god.
Don't stand there with your mouth agape! Get me out of here!
No! Mesmers!
Sorry, Montre, no offense to Kaz.
Helpful if they're on your side. Annoying if they're not. I understand.
Well, there you go, guys. There you go, and that's cool. That's a hidden achievement there. So we managed to get that. Good job, guys. Good job. And yeah, he does. So it's actually funny. It does feel like they're alluding to it a little bit, but there wasn't much more than just what we saw here in episode 1. I wonder if the devs were watching the community very closely when this came out, just to see if anyone instantly got the Balthazar thing. Someone said something interesting. We were talking about Condi versus power. I mean, again, I don't think there's even that much discussion in this. I think that they got it reasonably well balanced here. One of the biggest reasons that power beats Condi or Condi beats power in a raid scenario is boss phases. In moments where the boss goes invulnerable, he strips all the existing Condi on him. The Condi classes now need to start ramping another entity. Yeah, so Baron 4, you've mentioned something quite interesting there. And one thing I've been wondering if the devs should do is imagine if they just put 100% Condi damage resistance on a boss when it's not in phase, but aside from that, it can still have Condis on it and applied to it. So think about Keep Construct for a second. Well, this doesn't kind of work because he teleports away from the platform. But anything with phasing, right? Imagine if the Condi players could continue ramping their Condis onto that boss, even when it's not in burn phase. It's just that they do 0 damage, and then when the burn window opens, the damage starts rolling straight away. And then when the burn window closes, it doesn't cleanse them or anything. It just, you know, it rolls again. It just goes, they become invulnerable to it again, allowing Condi builds to sort of preemptively do that. That would be a way to make Condi build strong even in those kinds of encounters too. But maybe that doesn't need to happen. Maybe we can have a nice balance where it's like 50% of the encounters are sort of powery, 50% are kind of Condi, and so on. You know, stuff like that. I like that Cordicus knows he's an imposter because he took the first real artifact needed to revive Lazarus. Yeah, that's a nice little thing, Yggdrasil. That's good. Nobody did see these spoilers, Jarvanius. Jarvanius sort of sarcastically quipped, "Oh, spoilers, nobody saw any of this coming." They kind of didn't. This was a huge episode. And then the Prime Orders reveal as well. Huge episode. Welcome back, Royal. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, so someone just said, why does Condi need more buffs? Not like this. Yeah, like, that's not necessarily what I'm saying, but it's an interesting possibility that's there, right? For the kind of things that they can do. Let's get rid of this hammer. Let's get our tormented shiz back. Alright, so there you go. That's episode 1. I knew that I needed that. Now let's have a look at some of the other stuff. So, we'll do like 2 more achievements. Let's see. So we got Rising Flames, so that's now done. Rising Flames is done. Cracking the Ice is now done. So I just got the last 3 to do. Now, One Path Ends. Let's do One Path Ends. So, One Path Ends is survive an assault at the henge, and it's sort of a solo kind of thing. Does anyone know a really easy tactic for this? Basically, you go to the henge, the mobs spawn, they get stronger and stronger and stronger, and you've got to, well, like the achievement says, you've got to survive. I've got to both survive for 5 minutes, and I've also got to kill 50 invaders. So, which one is sort of more viable? Perma-stealth thief? Alright, so we'll do that separately, but what about killing 50 invaders? What do you guys want to do that on? I heard if you let 1 mob survive, no more will spawn. Royal says do 50 at once. Yeah, and then yeah. For the 5-minute one, just let Anise kill everything. Go Scrapper and Stealth Gyro. Stealth does not always work. Stealth Gyro sounds like a great plan. Just kite the first group for the 5-minute and burst them with Dragon Hunter for the 50. Tempest, strong AoE damage. Surviving 5 minutes, let Anise do the work. To do that achievement, I stayed away and let Anise kill everything. It takes a while, but it works. You can run around the map and not aggro anything. They attack you. What's this? They attack you even if stealthed. You need to get away and let them aggro Anise. Just do both apart from each other. The hard part is that once Shadow leaves, the White Mantle deal immense damage. Be AFK in the back of the room. Best way for the 5-minute thingy. Alright. Well, look. All of these I'm going to need to take a new class through, I think. Well, hold on. Let's see. Story journal. One path ends. Continue the chapter. Here you go. So we'll do it on. We'll try and kill 50 on Rev. This is a Condi Rev, so it might not be a good idea. We'll try. Why not? Let's try. They should let you poly into a potato in this game in honor of your contribution. I have an item already. I have a reference in the way of an item. I would be flattered by anything further, but I don't feel it's necessary, you know, by any means. Oh, I can't replay this yet, though, because I've not finished it. Can someone else open it for me? And I'll still get the achievement? No, because if they open it, then they're not the thingy. Request permission to board. Oh, I'm not going to do that. I guess the only character I've actually finished it on, then, is the Tempest. So let's just go Guardian, then. I just don't really want to play my Tempest right now, because I don't want to swap the build around. We'll just start the chapter on the Guardian. We'll do the first instance very quickly. Well, the first 2 instances, as it actually is. And then we'll go from there. So we'll start the Palace Waypoint. I haven't actually streamed this patch yet, have I? I don't think I have, because I usually stream the story for these patches after I cover it on YouTube, and I've not covered it on YouTube yet. So don't take this. So this is a bit weird and out of order, honestly, just by the way this has all gone. So don't take this as a full-on kind of playthrough. We're not going to do the dialogue. We're not going to look at it. That will come later. Yeah, we're doing the giveaway for the whole stream. So yeah, guys, if you've just joined, we're giving away a glittering longbow. All you have to do is type glittering greatsword. Sorry. All you have to do is just type glittering in chat just the once. If you're subscribed, which you can do for free with Amazon Prime, you get 10 times the luck. Tell your wives, tell your kids, because there's a giveaway getting up on here. So there you go. I think it would be a nice touch if they gave minis out representing the content creators if you use their link to get the expansion pack. Yeah, some games do that, don't they? So if I bought POF with Peachy's link, I get a little Peachy if I do it. But then what do they do next expansion pack? And I don't know whether I agree with that kind of like bloat through all of it. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, monetarily, as a human being that's trying to do this for a living, maybe I should love that idea. But then it's a bit weird. I mean, maybe monetarily, maybe if I think purely selfishly, maybe I should be scared of that idea. What if Bog is much better at Fashion Wars 2 than me, and his mini just looks cooler? So now, even though, you know, and this is just an example, I'm not trying to deride Bog or anything, right? But so even though I've done way better content and way higher quantity of content, and I'm, you know, more deserving, blah blah blah, but his Fashion Wars 2 comes and undermines it all. Maybe that should be scary to me. I don't know. But yeah, a lot of games do that style of thing, don't they? That's just an example, right? This is really weird playing with no dialogue at all. It makes it quite plain just what the gameplay experience is on replay. Yeah, like what if it was a choice between a mini potato or a mini otter? Now I can tell you that there might be a bit of a novelty for a little rolling potato, a bit like I don't actually have most of these minis. I should get them at some point. you know, like a mini snowball, right? Or a mini large snowball. You see this? Imagine that, but it's just a potato. They could easily do that. They could easily recolor that shit into a potato, and it's a potato that rolls around. And then anyone who uses my link gets that potato. They could so comfortably do that. I'm actually going to run snowy stuff in the desert, by the way. I'm going to use probably the snowman when Path of Fire comes out. I love the idea of that running around in the desert areas. But, you know, they could easily do that. So if it's a choice between this or, like, a super cute, like, otter, right? So here I've got the mini owl or whatever, the cute little, or cub. Cub's probably a good one. Yeah, or a little lion cub. You know, that's, all of a sudden it's like, I might not even use my own link. Do you know what I mean? I don't want no potato, no stinking rolling recolored textured potato ball. I want a cute little you know, otter thing. I don't know, I'm sure this is quite boring. You would like a potato with googly eyes? Well, no one's ever made a potato with googly eyes yet on as a face cam for the streams. It's still not quite happened. Can I not trigger this POI without going into the Vigil Keep? Fine, never mind. Alright, so let's go to Brisbane. Let's open this up. Rema HD says RIP. Brazil's flag would be... his mini would be a flag with 7 to 1 on it. Do you use a lot of keybind macros? What do you mean macros? Do you mean like one button press executes a different button press? The only macro I've ever used is double clicking, which the devs declared was okay, as long as you're present at the PC. So I've used a macro where you hold down left mouse button and it double clicks really quickly. Less necessary now with salvage all and consume all, which they've slowly crept into the game, which is good. And the only other one I've ever used is a little bit more borderline, but it's okay. As far as I understand, it's okay. Because the devs always said, you can use stuff for convenience, but you just can't, you can't do one key press on your keyboard equals 2 key presses in-game. One key press should always be for 1 key press. That's the way it works. I shouldn't go through Skritzberg. I'm not going to go through Skritzberg. I'm going to go the other way. Everyone's following me really closely, and it's a bit silly. No fog over there looks terrible, doesn't it? That's interesting. So as long as it's like the same amount of physical actions you're making are executing the same amount of actions in game, they didn't really care. So utilizing that, I did I had a macro for a while that was a jump dodge macro, where I would press jump and dodge, but the macro would sort out the timing for me, so I could be lazy and bad at the game. So I could press jump dodge, and it didn't have to be in that sweet 1/10 of a second spot. The macro figured that out for me, and I used to run that a bit. That's all I've ever done for macroing. I don't really know anything else. And by the way, what I just said there, I'm not even sure whether that's totally okay. It was years ago, though. You need to save that mouse click lifespan. Oh god, and just your finger. The carpal tunnel that this game could have given people under certain situations is kind of ridiculous. Does jump dodging actually do anything special? Yeah, it genuinely does. It gets you further. So here I'll try and... There you go, that's a jump dodge there. I can get the timing. On a big clunky chart, you might not see so much. But, so basically, when you dodge roll, the movement you experience during a dodge roll is actually slightly faster than regular WSD movement. And so combining the two together, in a world where you don't have swiftness and stuff, it can make you go further. Also, it can be just useful in certain... I did this in PvP, right? And it can actually be useful in certain PvP scenarios. Like, let's say you're on the node at Kylo. So dodging bypasses the combat thing as well, I think. So when you're in combat, you dodge it. It's like super speed, right? Like it ignores the combat thing. But so say you're getting pressured really hard at Kylo. You are both super low and need to evade some damage, and you need to get off of the node. But you've got to do it in such a way you get up to the window very quickly, and so that then you can peel out to close or whatever. You've got to do both of those things at once. So, if you don't know how to dodge jump, you kind of have to, like, dodge first to evade the damage and then navigate to the window and then jump. If you can dodge jump, you can do both together. Yeah. And you can get out of niche sticky situations. So that's a good example of another place where it can be advantageous to you. In PvE, I don't think I've ever had an experience in PvE where a dodge jump has been useful in that way, as a part of combat, as a function. Oh! No, I don't think I ever have. I was going to say Spirit Wall, maybe, but no, I don't think I ever have. Especially not since gliding became a thing, I guess. But then Super Adventure Box as well. Dodge jumping, if you're going to play Trib mode, dodge jumping and Super Adventure Box is super useful, and that's the other place I run that. But yeah. And Super Adventure Box, I guess, is PvE, but it's, you know, it's its own category, let's be real. Potato cheating report confirmed. Yeah, especially Super Adventure Box. When Doror did his Condi Rev Mama solo, people said he exploited because he macroed the dodge jump. I think the only reason it's... I mean, people are really petty. That sucks. That's very impressive for Doror to do that, and I hate that people try and take accomplishments away. It's like some of the old Low-Man Worms people were pulling off. It was insane! Killing Triple Trouble Worm with just like 4 people or 5 people? That is cool! And the old balance, nonetheless. Oh no, but they were husk blocking, it doesn't count. You petty bitches. Here you've got some interesting stuff going on in the community, right? You've got people doing fun challenge runs, providing entertainment for you, while you sat about doing nothing. What have you produced, right? You've done absolutely nothing, and then you sneer at them like some arsehole because they were husk blocking, which is a perfectly valid mechanic. Super lame. I think that sucks if people judged her for that. I never saw any of that, but that's enough to get my blood going. What do Mirage dodge jumps look like? I believe you can't do it, can you? I don't know. People were talking about it a little bit. Someone said, makes sense. I dodge jump just for fun. I didn't realise that actually helps. Yeah, no, it totally helps. Totally does. Tell us how you really feel. I mean, it just annoys me. It really does. I'm a bit bitter and sour lately. You guys have been seeing flashes of it. I was very close to making a Wooden Potatoes 2 video earlier, where I, because people keep telling me, make shorter videos, I want shorter videos. And so I was going to make a Wooden Potatoes 2 video where I literally just said, okay guys, it's a news video, there was a stream about mounts, here's some concept art, here's some other concept art, and then they got on a Wyvern, and that's about it. Cheers everyone, thanks for watching, I'll see you next time. Because it's like, if all you want is boiled down tiny little bits of information like that, read a text guide, read a text sum up, watch the stream yourself. What's the point on being on the website if I can't put a bit of personality on there and have a little bit of, you know, tailored discussion? That's the whole point. It's a conversational tone video. Please don't make shorter videos. I like your video length. I know you do, and a lot of people do, and I like my video length. And I don't need random people coming in and telling me, oh no, I'm perfectly okay with my video length. Yeah, we don't need to break all the statues. It's just frustrating. And there's another thing, like some people will profess to know better than me, or the scene, I should say, to know better than the scene in general, and say, oh no, but you'd get more views. Oh, you'd do so much better with shorter videos. And there's a chance that that's true. Because generally speaking, that's what you do on YouTube. You make short videos to placate the sort of short attention span people that are there, which is fine, and a lot of people do that. And you might get better views, but there is no evidence of anyone having done that in the Guild Wars 2 scene just yet. So it's like a little bit of armchair speculation about something I've been doing for a living really isn't necessary. I don't know how to do this puzzle here, by the way. I just grind on it for ages and ages and ages until eventually I get it. If anyone else knows, if anyone in the party knows how to do this, please feel free to illuminate me. Enlighten me. Oh, hold on. I think I might have got it already. Hold on. If I do that there... Oh my god, I got it. Holy shit. Wow. How did I just do that? We have to do that again later. How did I do that? Shorter videos are harder to monetize and build a channel on, though. Yeah, if there's no personality, that's the point. Like, people want me to be a utility. They want me to be a function. They just want me to be an information dumper, and that's it. I don't want to hear about any backstory. I don't want to hear your opinions on it. I just want to know how to install it and be done, right? Like stuff like that. And it's like, I'm not interested in that. Why why would I ever want to be that? Why do I want to dedicate my life to just dumping information in yourself with nothing else to it, you know? It's just crazy. It's just totally crazy. It would never be in my interest. Anyway, look, I don't want to... people seem to really want to talk about it in chat. I don't want to, you know, be all ranty about it on the stream. It's nothing new. I think it's just there's been a bit more conversation about it recently because of the very long POF stuff. They want you to be a potato. 3 together, click the middle one, gets rid of them all, but you have to get them to that point. I think that the method I used just there was the most efficient way I've ever done that. Genuinely, the most efficient method that I've ever done that. And I'm not quite sure how I accomplished it. Hey guys, link to Dolphy's in the description. Bye guys. Yeah, I mean that's sort of Dolphy's stick, right? In terms of guides and things, at least. Hey guys, there was a patch. Here's the patch notes on Wiki. Link in the description. I think they changed a couple of things about the skills. I think that there's some new story. And a new map. See you next time. Christ, I wish there was a Living World release coming up just so that I could do a video like that. What do I do gear-wise? What do you mean? Where? Okay, this is really weird. How did he get in there already? Jesus. Hold the phone. Where's Livia right now? She's there. Sorry, the spoilers. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. WP reacts to new gem store items. Well, I don't want to be mean about that, because lots of people do that on the scene. And, you know, that's their prerogative. This is the... In a defense of myself, it might look like I'm attacking other people, and I'm really not. You know, like, I've seen Inks has been experimenting with shorter videos lately, and, you know, that's the hustle in some respect, and that's the game, and that's fine. Like, I actually have no problem with anyone else doing it. It's just I know what I want to do, and it's not that, right? So it's not really an attack of the way anyone else conducts themselves. It's always difficult to discuss things without hitting that middle ground properly. WP, I love your format. They're generally the enjoyment I get out of YouTube in general. People who don't like it, straight up, shouldn't watch it. But for what you're trying to do, the format is great. Thank you. And I don't need all of this lovely compliments and assurance and stuff as well, guys. I mean, I really don't. This is... We can talk about something else if we want. I appreciate it very much, guys. I know that the vast majority of you like the long videos. You're preaching to the choir. I like them too. I don't know what we're doing. Did this bug? This guy said he accidentally blinked through. I think by accidentally blinking through and killing that mob early, he's bugged the whole thing. And I think now Livia isn't opening this gate. And I think he's ruined the instance and we have to do it again now. Accidental blink through. What was accidental about it? I don't know how you could accidentally blink into there. Yeah, I think he's broken the instance, guys. We have to leave. Unless someone's got some advice... Your format is precious. Don't change, you precious potato. Thank you. Well, I didn't think you'd be able to. Well, you did. And you've just wasted all of our time. Feel bad. It's okay. We can go through again. Did you know Renegade is getting underwater skills? The dev confirmed it on an interview as a bug. Oh, that's very cool. I didn't know that. That is very cool. So out you get, guys. We might have hit the checkpoint midway through, by the way. I think there's a checkpoint at the start of the, after the climbing section. Join on my instance as well, everyone. You need to right-click, join on me. It's weird that they've spun up multiple shards of Brisbane. Why have they done that? There's no mega bosses here. There's not even an anomaly that spawns here. Thanks a lot, Chad, Brad, Brud, or whatever your name is. No, it happens in that instance. It bugs out from time to time. I thought it would be fixed by now. ... Oh, well, there you go. Where's Balthazar? Will you be playing your first playthrough of Path of Fire on your Elementalist as a Weaver or another class? I don't know, because I really want to do Spellbreaker. So that Zanja person is playing on a potato and has a really long loading screen, so unfortunately they never saw the pop-up, so we all have to wait again so that they can click it. There you go. Yeah, I don't know, because I kind of want to play Weaver, but I also really want to play Spellbreaker because of the Sunspear connection, and I don't know, it just feels fun. There you go. See, look, we got the checkpoint. Look at that. So we go over to the gate and she'll run over. This is after the puzzle too. I love this checkpointing. This is what I want to see a lot of in Path of Fire. One of the videos I want to make is little things that I think Path of Fire should be doing that would be really fun. Do you wish nighttime was longer so that foods that are affected by time have more usage? That's a weird thing, Royal. You don't just want nighttime longer. You want it longer in comparison to day, right? That's what you actually mean, correct? I've never thought about that as a justification for it. I don't really care too much. I want nighttime and daytime to be longer because I think the perfect MMO to me right now is actually nothing like Guild Wars 2. I've sort of had my fill of very convenient, heavy player, sort of casual leaning. What's the word? There's a word for it. The way that Guild Wars 2 conducts itself in making itself very accessible, right? Like, I've kind of had my fill of that flavour of MMO for now. Or, not for now. It's not that I'm setting Guild Wars 2 aside. But one thing I very much missed is kind of a much more sort of restrictive, immersive, heavy MMO experience. Where you'd get, like, day-night cycles that match the real world and all those kinds of, like, gross things I think a lot of people are tired of. I have never really experienced much of those. Certainly not enough to be tired of them yet. So, I mean, my perfect MMO right now I think has a very different philosophy at its core than Guild Wars 2 does. Like, someone was talking about one of the Path of Fire things. They were talking about mounts and, oh, why can you just press X to get on one at any point? I want to have to go to a stable to collect my mount. I want it, you know, it's not immersive, it's not real to do it this way, just popping mounts out of nowhere, blah, blah, blah. And, you know, that person is very silly to ever request that of Guild Wars 2. Because that's just not what Guild Wars 2 is. It's just not that kind of game. But I understand why they have that desire. Do you know what I mean? Like, on some deep level in me, I actually really like that idea that they're talking about there. It's just not this game, you know? Fundamentally, it's not this game. So the MMO that does that kind of thing, I think that would be an interesting experience. I would have a lot of fun playing. You know, that's why, like, I really gave BDO a shot, because BDO sort of also has a lot of that there, which just also made a ton of mistakes. You know, like the real-world travel times and some of the trading systems and things they had in there. You know, I like that. Yeah, in BDO you have stables too, right? Like, so BDO has that sort of at its core, and I tried that, and I enjoy elements of that. It's just BDO. I'll describe it the same way every time. BDO is a game that proves people will put up with a lot of shit just to get a little bit of good, and there's a lot of shit in BDO, let me say. These shader effects are all really buggy. I'm not quite sure where or how. Thoughts on the dynamic Heart of Thorns combat music, like the one playing right now in the instance? Yeah, I really like it. I like what they've been doing with music. I think they've set the game up in so many ways with Heart of Thorns. I wanted to see a lot of these step-ups again with Path of Fire, and I think I haven't. I don't know. That's another video I want to do, disappointments. I want to do a video on things that I'm excited and I hope Path of Fire has. And the other video I want to do is, like, disappointments. The only thing I sort of don't like about this instance is it uses all the raid music, which means that raids feel a little bit less cool by comparison now. But, you know, most players don't experience them, so maybe it's fair and fine. Reusing assets is just going to be a thing, right, in game development. But this makes me think of Escort, right, like, and I want it to be a special little snowflake for Escort. Why can't they just magic up more music out of nowhere? This isn't raid music? This is totally raid music. This is Escort. Where does this appear before Escort came out? Oh, I gotta do the thing now, have I? Oh, shit. Oh, this guy's doing it himself, is he? Someone else is doing it. Alright, I'll let that other guy do it. Oh, is this Sabbatha? Oh, maybe it is just that dynamic music then, B-boy. Yeah. Not to mention the lack of armor skins. Yeah, that's sort of on my list as something I think a lot of people will be disappointed by. Oh, what a hero. This guy's fucking done it. So now he just goes middle, middle. What a legend. Good job, dude. Well done. Oh, no, there's one extra one over here. So he's not quite figured it out yet. I'll let him work his magic still. We could be here a while. Isn't this Matthias? Look, if we're questioning multiple different places it's been, then I'm wrong and it's dynamic combat music. Why is this black dome there for me? She was visible. I don't know. Maybe it's Guild Wars 2 Hook interacting with it in a weird way. Or maybe it's just Guild Wars 2 itself has done something weird with the lighting and stuff. Look at how strong that post-processing is here. It's crazy. Someone said you had it. Like, this is quite intense music to me. No, he's doing that. Is that right? Really? And now you can hit this corner to eliminate those, but you've still got one spare. I don't know whether they know how to do it. I'll let them know, because this way I'll retire on my laurels. In this way, I did it instantly, and I look really pro and good at the game. So tense, throw the shards. Yeah, like tense music shouldn't be used during a puzzle section, in my opinion. But there you have it. I just opened the stream and I heard 2 seconds of Winnie Potatoes talking at a normal volume and then an insanely loud advertisement played. I'm so sorry. I can't control that. Do you have some special graphics set up where transparent domes are opaque? No, this will be an aberration, an artifact, an unintended thing. There you go. So then you just go middle there. Yeah, and then the corner here. Yeah, they got it. And now middle there. So just throw one in the middle. Nobody else do anything. Oh god, doing this in a team scenario. Yeah, there we go. And here she is, Justica Araya. Oh, I should have Dragon's Moored. The thing with Guardian is you really want to get your burst off when their break bar's up, and that's when you really push a shit ton of damage. Yeah, that one burn, we actually blew them up super hard there. That's actually a fight where in the middle then they see there's a CC you got to do and stuff. We just sort of annihilate her in seconds. I love how they reused raid assets and made a map that feels different. Yeah, I agree. I think it was good usage of stuff here. Is this a dungeon? No, this is just story. Story is getting to the point where they're getting like bespoke little instances like this built. You know, everything I love about raids is present in the core story here. Again, this is all episode 6 stuff that's very good and I haven't talked publicly about yet, but this is one aspect of episode 6 that I really love. It was really good. Oh, those god rays shimmering a bit wildly. That reminds me of Fable right there. That's some Fable stuff. That's insane. Oh, retrieve the aspect, sorry. Hey, this is for anyone that wants to answer. I'm trying to engineer no elite. Anyone have a fun build that they enjoy playing open world with? I think flamethrower is fun in the open world, honestly. Hollowsmith will be super fun on it as well. If you're getting the expansion, Hollowsmith will be super, super fun. Finished gearing your Condi Rev today? You're never coming back? Yeah, I mean, I like Condi Rev. I like how sustaining it can be as well when you run Assassin's Annihilation instead of Swift Termination, which is such a little difference DPS in DPS. It's crazy. The one thing I will say is I really struggle getting close to the current QT bench for Rev. So much to the point that either it's a major lag thing, or I believe they cheated by running the scribing Condi Food sneakily, the guy that did that bench, because I cannot, I'm like 1,000 away from it, and it's a really simple rotation. and I just cannot get that extra 1,000. I really can't. So like, and I'm getting conspiracy theories here. Anyone in chat that can hit the QT bench on the current Condi Rev iteration, I'd love to hear from you how you did it, because I cannot. And I've seen in the comments someone saying I can't get as to this number. How do I do it? And I've watched auto attack chains and land in the third very closely. I cannot get there, and I don't understand what it is. I really, really, really don't. It could be the difference of infusions, but 1,000 damage? I don't know. Like, they'll be on... It's even more than that. It's more like 1.5 to 2,000. I don't know whether infusions catch that up. It's a big difference, a big deficit. And it doesn't even strike me that it was a particularly cherry-picked run. There is some cherry-picking on Condi Rev, because... Oh, I'm not on it anymore. But there is some because you put Torment on crit, and there's like a little bit of that. But, you know, like, I went further than their build. I did Geomancy and Hydromancy, which is a better build, and they're not running it. It is better for the rotation that they were running in the south, though they were running at least. And I still couldn't hit it. I just couldn't. I've never, on no other build have I ever had that problem. But on that one I have. And I don't know, maybe it is an NA lag thing. Maybe I should try it on EU. Because latency can affect things a bit, but yeah. Alright. So now let's finally go get our hidden achievement. Well, not even a hidden achievement, just a regular achievement. I can't do this in a party either, can I? Can someone tell me in chat before I go in? Can I do it in a party? It's just they can't watch or help? Yeah, we'll call it now, B-boy. When you're ready, dude, we'll do the giveaway end. So, guys, again, we're giving away 100 gold. We're giving away a really cool-looking greatsword, a glittering greatsword. I'll show it to you once more. You can keep it, make a cool build out of it. You can sell it. It's 98 gold. So look at that. It's beautiful. If you want it and you're watching on stream right now, you can type glittering in chat, and you'll be in for a chance to win it. You get 10 times the chance to win if you're a sub. Subbing, you just click a button on screen right now. That's all you have to do. It helps me out. You get cool, fun little things. You can do it completely for free with Amazon Prime. We're gonna end that giveaway in just a second. All you have to do is type one word, glittering. That's it. Only once. If you type it multiple times, I think you get disqualified. I'm not sure if he's got that going right now. But yeah, so glittering. We gotta go up over here. I've never even been to Grenville on this character. It's amazing how much spam you get in chat every time I mention it. They are looking from above and can help with grenades. Quite fun, actually. Oh, okay. Alright, cool. So yeah, apparently people can play and you can help me with grenades by throwing them. So yeah, let's do it. They can help. They stand on the banister. Alright, sounds really fun. I'm happy with that. Probably should have said that earlier, not like this. I don't... What part of your psychology thought that it was a smart idea to type it twice anyway? It's a bot. It's read your comment, you know. Or maybe you have no faith in the bot. That's fair. Spam away, boys. So yeah, one other person wants to join. Doesn't matter if you spam, apparently. You typed 30 minutes ago. Yeah, that's fair enough. You did it with friends. They just typed laugh while I died. Rip. I wonder what I could do build-wise to make this more comfortable for me. Really, I just want to... I don't know, I think the fucking running these traps is fine. Maybe renewed focus to get out of dodge instead of Dragon's Maw at some point. We'll wait for this person to join. He's in Lion's Arch. Come on, dude. Come on, Royal. We're all waiting. Do you think they should introduce more time-gated quests like the Druid back piece? Yeah, I think it's a fun format. I don't think they've gone overboard with it yet. I think, you know, just rarely every now and then one comes in. There was one in Season 1. There was one in Season 2. There was one in Season 3. Add another in Season 4. Why not? Last call on the giveaway, guys. Last call. I don't get how to acquire gear through PvP. Can someone explain? Thank you, guys. But yeah, so as you PvP, right, on the PvP panel, you got this here. It's called reward tracks. You pick a reward track, and as you play, this fills up. These bars fill up, and the rewards you get as you go can be any kind of gear. But at the end, you always get to select one specific cool bit of gear, and it's always exotic. So that's what you do, and you just choose which track you want, what kind of rewards you want. Royal, what is this, man? And now I have to wait for him to get off of his loading screen. There we go. Someone says, Nosh says, come on, I need Gift of Fortune funds. Time to call the winner, we're calling it now. This is super dark in here. Drum roll. The subscribers can speak right now, no one else can. If you're a sub, then you get to speak. 10 times luck, people. I can't keep drumming. The winner is... Me. Ayuka has won the giveaway. Ayuka, well done. Congratulations, Ayuka. That was rigged indeed. He's a buddy of mine. We go to the pub for drinks every weekend after the stream, and he said, wouldn't it be fun if you let me win? So there you go, Ayuka. Enjoy, bro. Tune in next time, tomorrow, guys, for another rigged competition. That name gives me a stroke. I know, it's kind of a weird name to say out loud, isn't it? Thank you very much for the sub there from Stice MS, who says, competition is rigged, jokes, love you, WP. That's really cool of you. You subbed there, but after the giveaway, so it wasn't even selfishly sort of motivated. It was purely just to be a legend and be nice and sweet and cool. And thank you, man. That's really nice. Look at all the leaves we leave everywhere on our swamp monster. Love it. WP, many in my guild are chasing legendaries now before the expansion, believing Heart of Thorns maps will be dead once it comes out after a while. Do you agree? Yeah, I think there is a risk of that. I do. And I think that the meta events there need to be tweaked to allow 4-man completion. So Garen, I think... And hear me out, genuinely, I think that the lower tiers of Garen scaling... So, if you bring a Zerg to Garen, my proposition would be that Garen feels exactly the same if you bring a Zerg. But I think it should have more scalability for lower numbers, to the point where you can solo a lane on by playing well, but by soloing lane. Because it's still a group event if you do that, because you still need 4 people to solo the lanes, right? But one player should be able to accomplish the mechanic to spawn the Garen, and one player should be able to accomplish about 33% damage per phase. That's what I'm saying. And same for Octavine, same for thing. I think, you know, the hard-bound mechanics need to scale on the lower end, so that then it doesn't matter if the maps are dead. Yeah, the stream's still online. There's been a lot of little things that have slowed us down. People loading slowly, and this has just been sort of a lot longer to get to this instance than I thought it was going to be. So we'll just go for one of these here. The lowest you've done is like with 5 players in each lane. Yeah, I mean, really good players, it's already possible to super low man a lot of that stuff. But I mean sort of more towards the average player. Heart of Thorns won't be dead. Tyder Covington still gets massive Zergs and she's worthless. Yeah, but she's also really easy. And you don't have to do anything. The players that go to Tyder, and I'm not trying to offend anyone, but the players that go to Tyder, they're there because it's like a mobile gaming experience, you know what I mean? It's like super basic. It's like if you want to see one place where the casual roots of Guild Wars 2 are still thriving, it's in the trains. It's the people that still do Tyder Coving, and the people who still kill the worm and stuff. Like some of it's just like opinions that haven't updated, and people don't quite realise that it's sort of a waste of time. But mostly it's just people who enjoy using longbow 1 and 2 on their rangers while jerking off or eating curry and rice or watching Hollyoaks. And and that's not exactly the same with Garen, because you actually have to sort of know a bit more, I think. So I think there is a bit more of a risk of Heart of Thorns maps dying down. And Living World Season 3 maps too. Yo, don't hate on Tahrir. It's a great tiding. I'm not hating on it. I'm not hating. I think it's good that it's there in the game. I think it's good that there's whole Zergs there. I'm just saying that are those people likely to also still be doing Heart of Thorns maps, thus preventing them from being dead? And I think the answer is no. Because the kind of players that they are. So that's how I play Ranger. Well, like I said recently, I'm looking forward to the Iboga Ranger. Iboga Longbow Ranger, Iboga F2, Ranger, Longbow 4, and lots of autos. How do you feel about the verticality of Heart of Thorns and how it affects navigation in the map UI? I've always liked it, but it's frustrating. But that's it's like I was just talking about. Like my perfect MMO is kind of like not a very accommodating MMO anymore, I think, and I'm quite excited by sort of more immersive experiences at the cost of quality of life. I kind of like stuff like that. And so Tangled Depths is actually right up my alley. I like the idea of getting lost and that frustration that comes from being lost and it being difficult to move around. Now, a lot of people don't play Guild Wars 2 for that experience, and so they end up hating the vertical design and all of that. I think it's an interesting question, but it's also an outdated question now. You know, we're moving away from it. In a matter of weeks, Path of Fire will be out, and it's very different. Alright, so I got to kill 50 mobs. Shit, I'm scared. I'm a little bit scared. I probably shouldn't run Litany of Wrath. I'll run Shelter. No retail. Oh no, we will still get retail. Never mind. Oh, snap. Do they have projectiles? Do they use projectiles heavily? Should I run Wall of Reflect? I'm going to guess that there's some projectiles that I can reflect. Oh, here we go. What's my favourite player race voice? I don't know. Male Asura probably is pretty cool. That guy's a legend. I think he does really well. Alright, Marcus. Oh shit, he's invuln. Can we kill Marcus? Oh no, he just bails. Of course we don't kill Marcus. It's a reenactment of the Henge of Den Ravi. Don't be so silly, WP. Christ. I'm already feeling the sting. I'm already feeling the sting. Here we go, gravely wounded. Let's get this guy up. I wonder why they did this different res mechanic here. Ah, dodge. So basically, the faster I burn these, the quicker they'll respawn and the more it will help me with... the more it will help me get to the 50 kills before they start doing too much damage, right? Or at least, I hope that's the way it works. Because someone said earlier, if you leave one up, then more won't respawn. So that suggests to me that killing quick equals spawning as many as possible while they're pansies. And I can get the 50. They all just spawn here at the door as well, which is really nice. Everyone's still alive. Kira. We'll just burst him down. Pluck this guy in. I know ideally we want to leave that on, but yeah. Alright, that's good as well. This is quite good because all the NPCs are still alive. Shadow has now escaped. Now survive as long as I possibly can. I'm gonna try and like preemptively trap here. Oh my god! Christ. Oh dear. I'm renewed focused without even popping my fucking F abilities first. Why is it giving me a prompt to leave? I don't want to leave. Oh my god, this is bad. Whoa. I was trying to res him. Rally? There's another Mesmer there. Oh my god. Alright, Precision Blade. We got it, we got it, we got it. I did the wall too early. Oh my god, this is so bad. Oh! Wow. Just 2 more minutes and I could have made it there. Okay, so the idea there was to stealth at the end, right? So here we could just leave. So this is my last achievement now. So now you can just, can I just hide at the back with 1 left? First try. They scale with each wave. Let a niece do the work. I know it might not be the best gameplay, but it does work. Right, so this time... Yeah, I just to anyone who's just arrived at the stream, there were 2 achievements I'm going for here. One is to get 50 kills, which we just did. The other is to survive. And I would always look at all these people playing on potatoes who can't accept. So now we're going to go for the survival one, where we just let Anise kill everyone, yeah? And we'll just stand back. If they get stronger on each wave... Wow, people. Click the tick! Why? Royal, you had clicked it a second ago. There we go. Hide in the back this time. Don't do anything and leave them all. Yeah, I'm aware. That's what we'll try this time. You did it on Aura Tempest for the sustain. Yeah, that sounds really good. Careful with that down penalty. Oh, look, we got the checkpoint. Oh, my God, that's great. Oh. Oh, I love it. This is awesome. So we get to go straight back in. That is badass. Well done, ArenaNet. Lots more in POF. You use stealth and just let Anise aggro mode. She can't die. 50 kills is pretty easy, but the 5 minutes is the tricky bit. Oh, they leave things up there because someone else in the party has already done the story, yeah. Oh, look at everyone up on the balcony. Sneering down. Risen chicken. Love it. Alright. Wait, am I the only one seeing a black screen instead of gameplay? You are indeed. Your team can throw grenades at them as well. Yeah, can I just ask the team not to throw grenades though, please? Because if you kill... we're going to stall it for as long as possible. We're going to stall the dangerous waves for as long as possible. By the way, aren't you guys interested? When I played the preview of this before it actually came out, and I was under NDA about it, don't you guys think it'd be really fun to... the tech in this instance is so good. I'm trying so hard not to talk about things I like about here. But don't you think it'd be really interesting to come in with a 5-man comp? I guess you can only play on your own, so never mind. I wonder what the best build is, basically, then, just for surviving. So where's the best hidey spot? Here? We can LOS behind this tree. Peek out on occasion. It fixed. You just had to reopen Chrome. Refreshing wasn't working. Wow, that's really weird. Chop, chop those pandas. That name offends me. So what we're looking at here, guys, is top right. Here, I'll make the UI bigger for you all. This here. We're going to survive for as long as we can. That's currently on 15 seconds. We need that to be at 5 minutes. That's the goal. So, I guess I can just run pure defensives here. Should I run pure defensives? Wall of Reflect's nice. I could run, Bulwark, right? Increase radius and duration. Could even run Virtues, but I'm not going to mess with it too much. Too bad you're not on Thief. You can perm yourself for a certain build. Yeah, I'm sure. My name is a result of me fanboying over a pro Guild Wars 1 PvP player. Chop Chop the Panda, aka Polly. Really? Tell me more. Who is this? I don't know. I was never that great with the Guild Wars 1 PvP scene. Talk to me about Polly. What's so cool about Polly? What's some good videos? So, she's like here, and she's drawing aggro onto me, so I'm gonna now move. Oh my god. Oh my god, are you having a laugh? Why are they still on me? Go to Anise. Can I get onto this tent? Oh my god, what happened there? What? I'm going to try and sustain to the point of getting my F2 back. Then I'm going to renewed focus after it. Oh, that's okay, actually. I don't have too many of them on me right now. Well done, now survive. So they don't want me on the 10. I proper slipped off. I've never seen the game do that in terms of like movement and stuff. Have you guys ever seen that? Let's try it again. Oh god, these guys are... Look at that! Wow! ArenaNet, what have you done? Look at the new tech they're using. Wow! That's really exciting. Alright, we're halfway there. Should I just run in little circles? It actively throws you off the tents. Yeah, that's nice. What about this? It throws you off of that as well! Oh, I'm so impressed. Why can't I just run in circles like this forever? Incoming OP wave soon. Will the wave spawn even though the old one's still up? Really? So I may as well clear the old waves out then, surely. I'm a bit scared of coming near the door because this is where the waves spawn, right? I'm also scared of that exit to Divinity's Reach sign. They're all just chasing me. 2 minutes 40 seconds. I mean, I got so many defensives here. The only problem is getting one shot, like I noticed I was earlier. Chasing them around like this, they're not going to die, right? Because Anise can't quite kill them at the speed that she otherwise would be able to. We're just playing Ring Around the Rosies. I don't remember this being like this in Guild Wars 1. See, here's the thing though, guys. You never got to see this in Guild Wars 1, and that's why this is so cool. But shh. I also love what they did with the tech, moving the plants and stuff in. Alright. 1 minute 10 seconds. 1 minute 5 seconds. 1 minute remaining. $50 seconds remaining. Don't kill him too quickly, Kira. Oh god, I'm really scared that the wave's going to spawn right here. Oh, I shouldn't have dropped Procession of Blades because it's going to trigger on them, isn't it? I tried to preemptively do that for when the next wave spawns. Alright, that Seeker is the last one. 30 seconds. He just stealthed, so Anise can't hit it anymore. Which is good. 20 seconds. I'm going to go back this way now, just in case she kills it right while I'm over at those bodies. 15. 10. 5 minutes. The last one just died. There you go. Hold the line. Hype. Is that the OP wave? Is that the OP wave? Oh my god. Shall we try? Just trying to sustain while the trap and the symbol hits them. Man, these guys really hurt. As soon as that wall went down, Jesus. Oh, well, there we go. That's it. We're done. That's a bit binary, honestly, with the way that worked. It's a bit cheesy. Sweet, that's one path ends finished. Except the only other thing with one path ends that I need is if you check out, as far as we know, unless there's more hidden achievements that haven't appeared in the API yet, is I need to do Relic Collector. This is the other achievement that is actually within my reach and will karma drain me, but to get the Relic of Abaddon. That also got added. So yeah. So that leaves us tomorrow, guys. So we've now done. Alright, so Out of Shadows done, Rising Flames done, Crack in the Ice done, One Path Ends done. All I need is Tree Hugger Hugger, Honorary Crew Member, Gems of the Beach City, and then Flashpoint actually is going to take a bit of time in, I think, because I've got to get Rock Collector, which is this huge one here. So maybe Rock Collector is what we'll do on stream tomorrow. This one's going to be a big one. But we'll get Rockstar from it, and I always enjoy achievements like this. Especially the Masat tokens one. Last time we were in the Fire Island Chains I liked. So yeah, it's just these. This is all I need, really. And we're ready for POF. Path of Fire Dawns. And then we'll start looking at other stuff. At that point, when we're done with these, the Living World episodes will have gone up online, on YouTube. And I can start talking about them in the stream context as well. Finished story instance at least, says Godzilla Kid. Yeah, alright. Because it's almost over, isn't it? All we have to do is just speak to Anise, don't we? And then just sit through a ton of... Oh, no. Then we got this fight and stuff, which I can't be bothered with. Yeah, no, we'll leave it there. And I got the checkpoint. It's not like there's some massive sunk cost fallacy that I have to play into. There you go, guys. Thanks very much for watching. That's the stream for today. I need to go talk about mounts. I've been streaming for way too long. I hope you all enjoyed the giveaway. I will be back same time tomorrow. So if you think you're going to forget about it, you can click a button that says follow on screen. And I will be there with more cool stuff very shortly. Hope you're having a great day, guys. See you next time.